toxic fan base. I think we have made it.
Growing in the world. But yeah, so last time we went through the mansion, sneaking past the guards with Thizal and Porkchop, and then Chad and Galaxia busting in through the back side of the gate with anti-magic, and then fought your way into the mansion past a bunch of guards who changed their appearance and looked like strange blue people when they went down, and eventually kind of looting the mansion and finding a secret magical elevator to a kind of dungeon below. Went down there, found some more strange things, including a sentient blob of goo and flesh that is now Chad's new weapon. And
what's his name?
Doesn't have one.
I think we
Little
need to
bro.
give him one.
Little bro.
Little bro.
Yeah, that's what Chad calls him.
Possible name. But then after, finding all that stuff, you were engaged by Philandra Vrain and her husband, the other ambassador Vrain. Forget the first name. Not terribly important, but what happened was a long, drawn-out battle after that, and eventually you guys managed to properly defeat them both. When they went down, they seemed to resurrect briefly as strange undead creatures powered by fists of Hextor, which there were two, surprising you all, but each of them were wielding one of them. And after that, though, you managed to defeat all of them, all the minions they summoned, the giant spiders, the doppelgangers, and whatnot. And eventually, with Esme by your side, fled the mansion with two fists of Hextor in your pockets and made your way back to the wasteland hideout of the Firstborn, which is where you all find yourself now. So you just had a long rest. Fazal slept a little bit less comfortably than the rest. For various reasons.
Wait, what happened again?
Well,
and then there of people.
Oh yeah, the souls.
All the souls.
Yeah. Fazal had strange visions of walking on the shoreline and just various people laying in the water or by the ocean, pointing at him and blaming him for something. Some he recognized, some he didn't. But you all wake up.
That's on one soul.
You all wake up the next morning and recovered from the previous day of battle. And as you walk out and eat breakfast with the rest of the Firstborn, you see that they're in the process of packing up things. They're packaging away all their equipment, stripping the walls of furnishings, and Esme seems to be going about giving brisk orders about how to do this process. What are you guys doing?
I'd like to wander into the kitchen and make breakfast amazing.
All right, make a intelligence check
Intelligence check.
to spice up breakfast.
Now, 7.
7. By the time you get there, they've already put away most of the better ingredients, so you're limited in just salt, pepper.
I have spice pouch.
That's true. All right.
Magic spice pouch.
With your magic spice pouch, you're able to spice up the limited options and make a fairly decent breakfast spread.
It's just not.
Chad's gonna get in a morning workout.
Of course.
Much better.
Ooh, just
I
the
asked the blob if he can work out, or if he works out.
The blob says, I don't know what working out is.
Oh, Chad's gonna show him the ropes of what working out is. So I rolled a 23 on my workout, and I'm gonna show him do some push-ups, find some big heavy stuff, lift it up. I'm like, can you do this?
He says, sure, probably. And he slithers off of your arm over to like a small rock, and you watch this weird like amoeba blob sprout multiple little appendages, and it proceeds to mimic exactly what you did as it grafts onto this boltless small rock and like lifts it in the air and rolls it across the room, and just kind of.
Chad's gonna cheer him on.
Just make a.
Oh, can he bro fist?
The little bro.
He can grow a small blob that's vaguely reminiscent of a fist for you to fist bump if you'd like.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just
But what was that, make a?
Make a persuasion check just to like egg him on.
Persuasion. 16.
Yeah, he seems to go along with it. He's not in particular like. Doesn't seem like he's like super into it. He's just like, okay, sure, I'll do this thing. Everything is new to me. I've only lived in a vat, so you know that's his worldview.
And after that, I'm gonna sit him down and explain more of what it means to be a bro, and how you need to carry yourself in the world.
All right.
Answer any questions.
All right. So yeah, he begins to ask a variety of questions, such as like, okay, what is it that you do exactly? Why are you here?
Why am I here? It's to make the world a better place, you know, be a bro to all. You gotta be there for people, lift them up, you know, make sure your bros are on the right path moving forward. You know, that's what we're here for, each other.
Okay. Interesting. So is that what you do all the time? You're always there for everyone?
Always there for people that need me, including you, little bro.
Okay. Well,
Chad,
that's cool. I'll do my best to help you out too, Chad.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Since that's what purpose of life is, I guess.
Yep. This is the purpose in life. It's the highest purpose. The highest thing someone can shoot for is being a bro.
I'd like to wait until Chad's off working out somewhere and then also have a chat with little bro.
Bro, he's constantly on like Chad's
That's true.
person.
Isn't he like an extension of Chad's flesh?
He just like hangs onto Chad's forearm and like wraps around it. But if Chad's doing a workout and little bro is just mimicking that off on his own, you could certainly attempt to have a chat.
You'll like have a bond with him and like, you know, hang out, be like, hey, so excited that you're like here in the world. Also,
Yeah, me too. This is all
We're
very
not-
new.
don't believe everything Chad tells you.
Oh, okay.
There are other opinions that you should consider while forming your personality. For instance, sometimes it's right to steal things.
Okay.
Just so you know.
You see like the three eyes that are bulging out of this blob kind of like look inwards and go a little cross-eyed. And he says, I already have some confusing questions. So what about when you have to help someone, but to help someone you have to steal? Because
That's
stealing's
okay.
good too. But
That's okay.
then you're not helping the person you're stealing from.
Oh, it's okay. They can handle it. As long as you don't hurt them too much. There's
Okay.
like levels of hurt. And
Galaxia,
if they
can
can
you
take it,
chime in, please?
if they can handle it,
I'm in the
So
kitchen.
yeah, so I'm like walking by and I
Yeah.
overhear Pork Chop like telling this little blob to steal things, and that hurting people is okay as long as you don't hurt them too bad. And I'm like, walk over like, so what you talking about, Pork Chop?
oh, nothing. We're just talking about the world and, you know, working out and stuff.
He rolls over to your feet, Galaxia. He says, "Let me help you, bro." And like climbs up your leg, grabs one of your pouches on your belt, rips it off, and like starts waddling back over to Pork Chop and gives it to her.
Galaxia like shudders and like wipes the spare goo off her arms. She's like, Pork Chop, look what you've done. You're creating a monster.
No, I'm making him great.
He's such a sponge. He's soaking up everything. He has no concept of free will yet. You're just going to make him confused.
No, you're not confused, are you, little bro? You get it.
So far, I think I have a consistent idea of how to act in the world. Yes.
I
You're doing great.
pluck the bag from him and I say to him, "Does this thing have a gender?"
You could assume it's a he. He's been going by bro this whole time, so little bro.
Okay.
As opposed to, is there a female bro?
Little
Bro
bro.
is unisex.
It is unisex,
Yeah.
but
Like,
All
dude,
can be a bro.
we use male pronouns.
A non-binary blob.
Yes.
non-binary blob.
Well, I grab the little pouch and I squat down to its level and I'm like, "Don't listen to Pork Chop. Pork Chop steals, and sometimes it hurts people and makes them sad. And it would make Chad very sad, and you don't want to make Chad sad, do you?"
I don't want to make Chad sad, no.
No, Chad. So Chad doesn't like stealing,
Okay.
but sometimes,
Chad likes to help bros.
yes, but sometimes there are people who are not bros,
And you steal from them.
and sometimes you have to kill them.
But I thought everyone is your bro.
And you're neutral good?
No, I'm just neutral. I mean, we killed your creators. They were very bad. They were going to do a lot of bad things to a lot of good people. So if someone is doing bad things to everyone else, sometimes you can help them, and sometimes
Question.
you can't.
What are bad things?
Things that hurt other people. Do you know what hurt is? Can you feel pain?
What is pain?
I'd like to whip out my trident and just like stab it.
You stab it with your trident, it just goes like around it. It doesn't seem to do anything to it.
I'm like, okay, bad example.
So
Remember when you were trapped
yes.
and you couldn't go anywhere
Yes.
until Chad saved you?
That's been my whole life thus far, yes.
Yes, so that was bad. It felt bad, right? It didn't feel nice. You couldn't be
Oh.
free.
So bad is boring?
No, little bro, here you go. Do what you want. As long as you don't hurt. Oh, fuck. I can't do it without hurt. Do what you want. Just do what you want.
I don't
Okay.
think that's what Chad would want.
I will do what I want. What I want to do is be a bro and steal things. And
There you go. Perfect.
excellent. It goes back and does little like four-armed push-ups off the ground.
Chad and Pork Chop have had a child.
And Galaxia's just like, oh my gosh, what have we done? Chad,
Chad's gonna be like,
she's like walking back
good push up.
and she passes Chad. She's like, "Chad, I'm so sorry." And just keep
What
walking.
happened?
Oh, you'll find out. I just keep walking. But you might want to keep an eye on little bro and your coin pouch.
I'd like to try. I want to test if I can message little bro. Can I secret talk?
Yes, you do message from across the room. He looks around and like 5 eyes pop out. He's like, "Who's there?"
It's Pork Chop. This is how I'm gonna talk from now on, okay?
Okay, says out loud.
Don't say it out loud. Just think it.
But Pork Chop has to
Thinking-
talk to send this,
thinking it.
right?
Yes, she's like whispering in the corner of the room to cast the message. Yes, so he's like, "Okay," and just sits there, eyes bulging out, seemingly thinking really hard.
Do I hear his thought?
No, because message you have to like verbally speak
Well,
to send it back.
And does it have a brain? Is it capable
Okay, I
of
take
free
back-
will? I guess we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out.
This
I
is
take
like-
back-
This is like when you have a robot that has like a base level of like the capabilities of learning like a 2-year-old, but then it's a
Like,
science
no.
fiction movie and everything goes horribly wrong, and then the robot takes over the world and it's like, I want to help people. Boom, boom, boom.
Chad's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that was a good workout, man. Let's get some breakfast in that. Do you eat?"
I don't know. What is eating?
Oh, we'll find out. I'll put some food. You can see what. I'll show you how to eat. It's
Okay.
pretty easy.
He hops up on your
Um,
arm and like wraps around your forearm, and you walk off with him.
And I'm like, and bro, if you have any questions or anything about, I know this is also new to you. Oh, I'm here for you.
Thanks,
That's
bro.
what bros are.
Does he try to steal from Chad?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
So, as you guys are eating breakfast made by Fazal, Esme walks over and says, I hope you're all rested up. Do you have your own means of transportation away from here?
Flying carpet.
Yes.
Well, I
yes,
mean,
we do.
Galaxia, like,
Teleportation?
snaps. She's like, yeah,
Flying.
Magic.
magic.
Magic. Multiple types of magic.
Well, are we ready to go?
She nods and says, yes, we are going to be making our way northwest here shortly through the mountain ranges. We'll commission a ship elsewhere and likely sail to Delamont. I believe that would be a good, a good and neutral place for the rest of our party while we escape the grasp of the Resnar Dominion.
I reach forward and shake her hand and say, well, we wish you best of luck on your journey. Maybe our paths will cross again someday.
Perhaps they will. And she nods and turns and heads back to doing whatever work she was doing.
I guess we should
Go drop the fish
head out
at the monastery.
to the monastery.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Chad, you
All
feeling
right.
okay with two of those on you?
Yeah, let's go. I'd prefer not to keep them on me.
Yeah. All right. I guess Galaxia, do your thing.
Yep. All right, everyone gather around.
As you're gathering them up, about ready to go, Esme walks back over and taps Thazal on the shoulder. She says, before you go, just be careful. My suspicions are there's more to this than perhaps I was aware. My information was about the nature of the two ambassadors was incomplete, and I have my suspicions that there is yet another changeling out there wreaking havoc in the world. Keep an eye out. Be vigilant.
Do you know any communications magic, or do you or anybody you know?
I
Know any
believe some of my party can do the sending spell, as they say.
If you have any information that you think would relate to these fists and these changelings, as we've seen them likely to be intertwined, feel free to call on us or give us information.
I will do. For now, we'll be laying low in Delamont. You can find us there if you ever wish to. But beyond that, I suspect I'll just be biding my time trying to find more information about where these other changelings might be.
Very well. Best of luck.
Best of luck to you. She nods, steps away, and is much more pleasant towards you and Thazal in particular than she has been previously. Her suspicions about you and the magics that you wield have made her question you a lot, but you've followed through on everything, and she's had no reason to believe that you're going to hurt her or her friends. So with that, she walks off and leaves you all to your teleportation magics.
Great. Well, Galaxia asks everyone to stand in a circle, focuses all of her energy and her memory on the shrine in the monastery, and casts Word of Recall.
All right.
And then in mere seconds, when they're there.
Yes, you all hold hands and find yourselves yanked back through the void, through dimensions, into the small shrine at the basement of the Nangshi Monastery in the Astral Sea. The trickling water and suit of Triton armor, all just available to see.
Move us on the map.
Yeah, sure. I'll move you on the map. Put you over, all the way over here, because this is just a portal. It's technically another plane of existence, but yeah. So, you go to Nangshi Monastery.
Great. So we're there. So,
Yeah.
Chad,
So,
we'll let you hand this off.
Well, if you guys want to come, you were equally as important in getting these. So if you want to help me with the last bit, that's also fine. If not, you guys can just chill here, relax, and I'll go drop these guys off.
Actually, while he's doing that, I'd like to step in their library again.
Sure.
I'll go with Chad.
And as we walk, I'll kind of explain to little bro, all the different gods that that are here, what this place is, what we're doing.
He just listens attentively, soaking it all in. He's obviously confused about a lot of the things you're saying, but he's not interrupting because he just wants to learn as much as possible. He'll ask questions later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As you walk down the hallway towards the main area where you are intending to deliver the Fist of Hextor, he lashes out a pseudopod at a random tree and rips off several of the fruit and just seems to absorb them into his mass.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so he does eat.
Does he get bigger?
No.
Where does the fruit go? Does he have an excretory?
As you're just watching in confusion, you see an apple core just kind of fall out of the bottom of it, followed by another after a few seconds. He seems compelled to consume vegetables. Some way.
Is he a vegan?
We'll have to see if he can consume some protein.
Some protein?
Get some gains. That's the only way he's going to get gains is by working out and eating protein.
Chad,
We're here for.
Never mind.
So, Christine, are you going with them or to the library with Galaxia?
I guess I'll go to the library, and I want to start planning my fireball arrows. So, thinking about how I'm gonna do it, and get an arrow or two
I
from
forgot about that. Yeah,
and
I'll give her a couple.
Yeah, start making schematics of what I'm gonna do.
Sure. Yeah. All right. So Pork Chop, you just make an intelligence check to wander through the library for inspiration and start sketching out the schematics for how to make a fireball arrow.
See if I can find a paper or something. I can do math. 23.
Yeah. No, you've already done a couple different magic items for Thazal, and you get the general sense of how to do the whole process. And you're rapidly converging on an ideal solution here. Galaxia, what are you looking for?
So I want to look for two things. So I realized I don't have my dice out.
Well, you should go get them.
Okay, can you do Chad's thing while I get dice?
You can just roll in here as well.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I don't have Foundry. You didn't send me the Foundry.
I'll roll for you. It's always the same.
Fine. Okay. I want to look for two things. One, I'm curious if there's any literature on doppelgangers, because all we just kind of found out was that these drow, well, one of them was a drow, one of them was a changeling, were trying to create whatever little bro is and other doppelgangers, and I don't know, I just think it would be good to have more information in case we ever come across them again. And then I also want to check for any texts on Skuldura and any kind of spiritual connection or planes or any kind of thing that might be associated with Skuldura. Because I've looked in libraries for information about Skuldura before, but they've all been on the material plane, and so I'm thinking that maybe the astral plane might have some more information that I don't currently have.
So make an investigation check. You can roll in D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Ruby?
So that is a 15.
15. So you dig around looking for information on Skuldura. You don't find anything. There's no books in here mentioning that part of the continent or a small, even mention of a town there. You don't find anything. Concerning doppelgangers, you dig around. You do find a section on on strange shape-shifting monsters in a old bestiary. It talks about mimics. It talks about doppelgangers, and refers to them as aberrations from beyond the veil. Remnants of a very ancient group of races that once made their way into this realm somehow.
So, I guess partially Galaxia's personal motivation for this is that she doesn't entirely trust little bro. And so, I don't know, has anyone ever tried to make one before? How did that turn out?
Just in looking through it, you don't see anything about making them or making creatures like little bro, or that seems like that was something entirely new or exotic that they were trying out and accomplishing. You don't see anything about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Chad, you and Thazal arrive at the central hall with the various doorways to the domains, the different gods' domains. You see the Fist of Hieronius flexing in front of you, and the headmaster appears before you with his flaming hair and says, "Welcome back, Brother Shad. You bring good news, I hope."
Yes, bro, I do. I pull out 2 of the Fists of Hex door. I'm like, do you have these safekeeping back there?
Oh, and he looks and sees that you have 2 of them, 1 in each hand. He's like, "That's wow, that's well done. We weren't expecting you to bring 2 incredibly powerful, dangerous artifacts at once. So I have some assistance, please." And 2 of the other acolytes come rushing up, and they hold out velvet pillows for you to place each of the fists upon.
Yeah, I place them on that.
They turn and carefully but hurriedly run over to the door to the space beyond. It opens, the bright light shines forth, and they step into whatever lies beyond, taking the fists and sealing them away in some magical realm beyond. In Hieronius's light. The headmaster nods and says, "It is done. Well done, Chad. You have found and secured 3 of these dangerous artifacts, and in doing so, secured peace and proper protection for many of the people of the realm. You have my thanks."
Yes, hopefully this weakens Hex door quite a bit, not having all of these fists.
Certainly. I don't know if it will weaken him, but it will definitely reduce his influence upon your world, which is as useful, for sure.
Well, I'll continue looking for them and bring them back here.
By all means, we will be waiting. Be safe in your travels.
Thanks, bro. I give him a fist bump.
He fist bumps back and glances at the weird thing on your arm that's currently just looking at him. As he pulls away, it lashes out a little pseudopod and rips off the pouch that's around his waistband and seems to hold it up to you, Chad, and says, "Oh, this is for you, bro."
Oh, I grab it and hand it back to him. I'm like, sorry, I've been trying to teach him. It looks like some undue influence from my party has gotten to him.
The headmaster looks at it very oddly. He's like, "Okay, well, best of luck."
This is little bro. I'm like, give him a fist bump or bro fist.
He makes a little tiny fist and bumps back. He's like, "Thanks, bro."
Awesome. Well, and I'll talk to him about stealing on the way back.
All right.
I'll be like, bro, you can't just be stealing from random people.
He says, "Well, that's confusing because I thought you could."
You
Well,
can't.
specifically bad people. But bad people are boring, and that guy seemed pretty boring.
No. He's the headmaster here. He runs this place. So
Okay.
bad isn't boring. Those aren't the same thing. Those aren't equivalents. How about for now? Because there's gray area with a lot of things, but how about we just stick to no stealing? Because people's property, it's theirs. We should let them have it. There's times in battle and that where, maybe not stealing, but there's bloodshed. But that happens on the path of the bro sometimes. Yeah? Do you have a question?
Well, let me think about it. And he hunkers down a little bit and seems to be just kind of eyes half closed, processing this new angle.
Information. And I say, bro, if you have any questions, I'm here for you. I won't ask you where you got that information from, but just know that there's
we all know.
It was pork chop.
Okay, I had no idea until you told me, so, but that's all right. That's all right. Pork chop has a very different way of looking at the world. I've worked to try and put her more on the path of the bro, to help others.
Next time I have to tell him about lying.
He says, "Well, can't stealing help people too?"
Okay,
Yes,
Robin
it can.
Hood.
That is true. But there's some gray area there. I think we should tackle more of the base concepts before moving on to something with so much gray area involved, you seem quite interested in this, little bro. I'll kind of explain, right? So there's a fable called Hood Robin, right? He steals from the rich and gives to the poor, because he sees this unequal wealth distribution, right? And people suffering because of it in the world, and so he takes from those that have and gives to the have-nots. Now,
Oh, I know what that's like. That's taxes.
I mean, taxes take from everything. There's
blob
little bro. There's
understand
two things.
taxes?
There's two things that are for sure in this world, and that's death and taxes. They're always going to happen.
I know
So-
about that. I know about those. The ambassadors did tell me some things.
What exactly?
But yeah. So taxes, other things like that. But one thing that is for sure, you should never take from someone so much that they themselves are hurting. But even that, now that I say it, there's gray area, because there's people that you fight, and you could be taking. It depends on how you phrase everything. I guess if you have a specific scenario, I'd be happy to go over it with you.
Bro.
Let me come up with one, and he hunkers down again.
All right, little bro.
You all reconvene, having perused the library a bit, having delivered the fists, 3 of the 6. What do you guys do?
I would like to go back to Nomiopolis and sell some shit and buy some shit.
Why Nomiapolis?
Well-
Why not Uthorum?
Have a shopping spree.
Oh, I guess the black market's there. There's got to be a black market in Uthorum. I just haven't found it yet.
I don't think no, probably not.
Our house is almost done being built.
Oh yeah. I guess we could do it in Uthorum too, but they just had the whole war thing. I feel like they're probably not like.
Yeah, but we're like war heroes there, so
We are.
That's true. You think we get good deals as war heroes?
I bet
No.
if you're not too much of an asshole, then.
Like we're also still not elves, even though we're war heroes.
yeah. If anything, they're gonna know that we have money now.
Well, you're
Because-
knights. Wait, did you get a lot of money from that?
No, but they're gonna think we have money because we're knights, and they're gonna try to upcharge us.
Plus, they love us in Nomiopolis. We're also war heroes there, kind of.
Oh, bros.
We're legends.
I think we should stop by Nomiopolis, because I have to talk to Broladad. He's running my orphanage there. I need to check up on him.
Well, what if we stop in Nomiopolis on our way back to Uthorum?
That would be nice.
Stop
I would
there for a
appreciate
night.
that.
Want to go see our house?
Wait, how does that work?
Well, we just go there, we hang out in Nomiopolis for a day or two, and then I'll just...
Teleport.
Yeah, teleport us back to Uthorum.
The old double port.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
All right. Are you using...
I'm
Plane
using
shift?
plane shift, yes. So, I will take out my regular tuning fork, attuned to the regular plane.
The regular
Wait.
plane?
Can't we just go to the temple if we're in Nomiopolis?
So I already used Word of Recall, I only have 1 spell slot for that.
Oh, I forgot that was work. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. So I'll just use plane shift and then...
All right. You all gather up and once more step out. Where in Nomiopolis are you going?
Yes, where would you like to end up?
I
Just
mean,
in the square.
yeah.
Town, yeah.
Well, just outside of town, probably, so we don't scare the fuck out of people.
Sure. What about on the
Yeah,
beach?
just at the orphanage.
Or hold on to the orphanage
At the
because heroes entrance.
Yeah.
If we, like poof teleport in
Yeah.
like a ball of light or
And
water
then
or
we
something.
accidentally teleport on top of some orphans. And then we have to explain
We're in front of the orphanage.
explain that to little bro about how we killed someone, but it was wrong.
But it was next.
All right. So you teleport to one of the open main squares in the center of town in Nomiopolis.
What time is it, by the way?
You have no idea.
When we get to Nomiopolis, is it
Well,
like light outside or is
So
it dark?
as you burst into existence in the middle of this plaza, like 4 or 5 gnomes like tumble over, like as these 4 people just explode out of nothing. And a moment of confusion and horror. You glance up at the sky. It seems to be like probably late afternoon.
Okay. What day is it? Does anybody know?
Oh, I check on the people that we started. I'm like, oh, yo, sorry, bro. Didn't mean to startle you there. They fell over. I'll help them back up.
You help them up, and they're like, "Oh, are you Chad?
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh, we've heard about you."
I give him a bro fist.
Man, the Dragon's Bar is the place to be these days. Thanks for helping out that dragon a while back. Really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Have a nice day. And they turn and walk off.
Well,
Well,
shall we
go stop by the orphanage?
go check out Chad's? What are you naming the orphanage, Chad? The
I don't
Brorphanage?
think we had the orphanage. I think it's actually a chapter now of the of Heronius. Like the Church of Heronius. It's like the first. I don't know if it's the first one on this continent, but
I think it is actually.
it is.
Yeah.
Because I think I got promoted because of it
Yeah.
or something. So it's like, did they give me a chapter name? Because I was gonna go for Beta Rho Omega, but I think that's what the one I came from was called. Or...
Yeah, you need to you need to name that one. Like, you can name it whatever you want.
Little Beta Rho Omega.
We'll call.
Lowercase.
I'll think of something.
Okay. So are you going there first?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. So
I'll go with Chad. I want to check it out.
Yeah, likewise. Come on, Porkchop.
Oh yeah, you probably want to go see Broladad too.
Yeah, he's here, isn't he?
Yeah, he's running the place.
Right.
Re-
Yeah. No,
relax.
I just want to see the orphanage.
So, you all
Keep it.
head across town. You see there's a small monument actually erected towards the center of town near the fields. It's made out of what looks like some ornate etched bones, and it is vaguely reminiscent of the skeletal corpse of Gellereth that was sort of dissected in this general vicinity. As you walk past, you see a small plaque at the bottom. It's just like a decorative art piece. It looks like 4 or 5 different crisscrossing bones, like held together with gold wire and runes etched into them. You read the plaque and it says, "Memorial of the demise of Gellereth, slain by the heroes of Harmstead, and the date when it happened." It's a nice little statue.
We almost got assassinated. Do you remember this? We got like poisoned.
You got attacked.
Okay, sorry. Continue. I just remembered.
Can I look at the runes on this? Do I recognize? Is it a glyph or is it just
gnomish.
symbolic?
It's gnomish.
I
It's
can
just
read gnomish.
symbolic. There's not really much to it.
What does it say?
Just in reading over the entirety of the statue, it's mostly just like snippets of like talking about Harmstead, talking about you all, briefly mentioning your names.
I like see our names. I like point them out. I'm like, look, guys, that's our names. We're famous.
Like, yeah, whatever, Glacia.
Did they spell Thazal correctly?
Did they?
In gnomish, yeah, more or less.
I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, I think so.
It's just one Z.
Hey, look, now if anyone wants to know anything about us, we're just like right here.
Well, like the figures?
If anyone wants to know anything about us, our names are just right here.
It's true.
We're searchable.
Oh, so vain.
We have Google history.
All right, let's go check out your orphanage, Chad.
Yeah,
So
let's
you
head on out.
You head across town, and by way of the western gate, you make your way through the hills to the location of the ongoing orphanage construction site. It's on top of a hill, kind of looking down towards the city, and it's actually almost complete. There's probably a week and a half, 2 weeks left on its construction. You see, like, all the structure and framing is there, and most of the outside looks complete. It's very ornate, or not ornate, very simple and Spartan, but like effective, utilitarian. There's definitely a large banner of the flexing arm of Hieronius outside the front, and you do see a dozen or so gnomish orphans currently playing out in the lot in the front. You do see a lot of workers going in and out of the front door with buckets of paint and pieces of lumber, seemingly finishing it up on the inside.
Is Broladad around?
Nice.
You don't see Broladad standing anywhere.
Damn.
I will approach it. Do I see the foreman anywhere?
Make a perception check.
Before. The Broman? The
The
Foreman?
Broman.
The former Roman.
I'll just roll it in here.
The Roman
Oh, that's
Empire.
not perception. This is perception.
You're not perceptions.
So that is a 16.
16. You don't see him outside, but as you guys duck inside, you look up at the rafters in this large, spacious front room. It's sort of like a chapel, filled with tables and seats, and they're currently painting the interior. Beyond that, you do see at the far end a small exercise room where it appears that Broladad is chatting with the foreman about the proper way to hang these pulleys so that you can get a proper tricep extension with a couple of boulders. The foreman seems to disagree on the mechanics of the structure, but Broladad's holding firm on you need at least 2 pulleys and this right angle here to make sure you get the optimal
Is he
flex.
demonstrating and flexing?
Yes,
Galaxia
Broladad.
is just standing there with her arms crossed, just
I'm gonna go up and slap Broladad on the back. Be like, "Sup, bro?"
He spins around. He's like, "Oh, bro, welcome back. It's been a while." And he grabs you forearm, pulls you in, slaps you on the back.
How have things been going here? And I check in with the foreman too. You guys, everything looks to be coming along really nice.
The foreman says, Chad, good to see you. It's been fun working with your associate here. We're very near completion on the paid-for work. You can see, I hope it's up to the specs. We have the dormitory off to the right. We have the kitchens on the left. This is the shared space and recreational area. There was more suitable children's toys at first, but then Broladad insisted on upgrading some of the tools and enrichment supplies to include all this extensive exercise equipment. I suppose that's more your discretion, but we're currently having some disagreements on how to properly do that, but whatever. Do you have any comments, any final feedback before we complete the job?
Everything's looking good. I actually did want to talk to you about some additional things once you guys, if you're not too busy, some further construction I wanted to get done around here.
Oh, for sure. If you want, we can step into my temporary office and we can discuss further revisions to the designs.
Oh, yes. And I'll get Broladad as well. He'll be the one running this chapter, but it was mostly just getting a outside track going, a nice area to lift weights out there.
All right, some more landscaping then.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, let's go discuss. And you and Broladad and the foreman go off to a tent nearby outside, and he lays out some paper and takes notes as you describe the additional modifications that you want done. So you want to have an outdoor track and field area and some outdoor exercise equipment as well. Anything else?
Like an outdoor, like a covered area, where you can be outside, but outside the rain and that. Maybe just like a few tables out there as well, just to eat at if necessary. But that's all. And I ask him how much that'll cost.
He says that all seems reasonable. We already have the equipment here, so adding a bit more on wouldn't be too much work. I would say that'll run you 450 gold for those additional modifications.
Alright, I drop 450 gold on his table.
Excellent. He pulls it all in and puts it in his chest and locks it. Says, thank you, Chad, for your patronage. We will have that complete in maybe another month. But I'd say by the end of Dirac, we'll have it complete.
And Broladad, I did want to check in with you. How are we doing with the pie situation? I know I prepaid for a bunch of food.
He says, oh yes, the pies are amazing, Chad. They come here piping hot and fresh every morning. I have 3 or 4 myself, and then the orphans all each get one. It's an excellent deal. The pie maker is very accommodating, and he takes requests. He recently started adding in some spiced sausage. It's my personal favorite mincemeat pie.
Ooh, very nice. Did out of game? Do I remember in Beta Rho Omega? Did they have like an area where they like a safe area, like to keep coins and stuff?
There was a treasury, but it was mainly just kept like in President Prometheus's office. It was just like a large chest that was kept locked. for the treasury.
Did I forgot. Did I have an office here?
No, not really. It was sort of
No?
like there was just like a sleeping area, a main entrance hall with like food options, really just shelter and some like minor educational spaces.
I'll ask the one dude if I can get an office as well added on. If that's how much would that cost?
Sure, a small private study, additional 100 gold should suffice.
Alright, it's done. And then I talked to Brola Dad, and I'm like, I'll assume you'll upkeep the pies and everything coming in for all the kids.
Yes, we have.
I forgot, how much was that a month?
I
know you weren't.
I forget what the numbers were. I think I calculated it a while back. It wasn't too much.
Mhm.
It was like 50 gold a month or something like that to like fresh pies every morning for the entire. No, that was too little.
Awesome.
It was like 100 gold. Yeah.
Okay.
And Prometheus has said that I have plans, bro. We're gonna start doing some fitness training. I think that the gnomes here could really benefit from some of the techniques we developed back in Crystalia. So
Nice.
I think that once I start doing that in the mornings, bright and early, that'll help pay for the whole system here, and the orphans don't have to worry about trying to work or anything like that. We can just I can cover that, and that'll pay for the food and everything.
Well, I really like your go-getting attitude. I do want to make sure everything here runs smoothly. I'm like, here, this should cover any miscellaneous costs that come up. I give him 1,000 gold.
Okay, that's perfect. Thanks, bro.
And I'm like, if anything comes up, you see anything needs to get done, just, make sure it gets done.
I will make that
feel
happen.
free, once the office is all taken care of, you can settle in there, because I'll be out and about most times. And yeah, bro, I'm here for you if you need anything.
Thanks, bro. You're such a lifesaver. I will make sure that this goes to the right place and does not get misused in any way.
Awesome.
Sounded very
Give him a
suspicious.
little fist.
Fist back. He seems genuine.
Are they
And
back?
I'll go check in and see how the orphans are doing. I probably are they all the same orphans that I knew from before?
Yes,
For the most part.
and a few more. It seems to have attracted the local orphan group. There's probably a dozen or so who are currently playing out in the yard. Some seem to be throwing rocks around, trying to mimic Brola Dad's daily ritual. But for the most part, they're just hanging out, having fun. They look well fed and happy.
Yeah.
A lot cleaner than last time you found them wandering the streets.
Yeah, so I'll check in with them, see how they're doing, how they're liking the place, what they think.
They're a little shy, but the ones you've interacted with before directly and given pies to are much more forthcoming. You engage with them, and they all seem to be really excited that there's a new place for them to live. They like that you are building this place for them, and they really like the meat pies. They like eating meat pies every day. One in particular looks like he's put on a lot of weight in the last month or so. He's like, I really love the cheese meat pies. I have 2 every morning. It's my favorite.
Maybe you should get some fresh
I give him
vegetables.
yeah, I'm glad you like them, bro. Just make sure you're hitting the gym too while you're working out here. It's good to put on a little gain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm working on. What did brother Bromeliad Dad?
Bromeliad.
Brola Dad.
Bromeliad. What brother Brola Dad said that right now I'm just in the mass gaining phase, and then after this I can really cut and put on some lean muscle or something like that. I don't know what that's all about. I'm only a kid.
Nice.
I'll
No.
definitely keep gaining
Brola
mass.
Dad knows what's happening. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
Chad,
You listen to him, you'll go far.
Maybe add some veggies to the menu.
Yeah,
bro.
you should add a community garden. Gardening is a good life skill.
There you go.
Yeah.
And they could sell veggies too.
Yeah.
I don't think I know me and Brola Dad both don't have experience gardening. So maybe if you guys find someone that's an experienced gardener, I'll pay to get a garden up in here, and we can maybe get them to come down, teach the kids how to garden. I'd be
Oh,
fine
there's
with that.
farms all around. We'll find someone. While he's doing this, I want to grab Brola Dad and ask him to demonstrate how to use the weightlifting machines again.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. Are you trying to get into the gym more? And he goes over and like gets down on a bench press. It's got like 2 boulders on either side of this, iron bar, and he starts repping out, a bunch of push-ups.
Before he gets down to do the bench press, I want to mage hand and grab his ass from where Galaxia is.
Roll for harassment.
Roll. You can see mage hands, right?
No, I think it's invisible. Or you can make it visible or invisible, I think. Anyway, just roll sleight of hand check.
I rolled a 29 on harassment.
All right. He sits down and he like starts scooting back, and you just give it a squeeze. He's like, "Whoa!" and jumps up before he grabs the bench press, whips around, and there's nothing there. And he's like, "Huh? Is this place haunted?"
But like,
No, maybe.
like trying to make it look like Galaxia was the one that did it.
Oh,
like from
okay. Just make a deception check then.
That's even better.
That's even better. Ooh, 17 plus 12.
Oh my god.
Do that again.
Yeah.
So he looks over at you, Galaxia, like, is there a ghost? But also, like, definitely, obviously thinks it was you.
Like, I have no idea what you're talking about, Brother Dad. I just want you to show me how you get those sick gains.
He says, all right, just want to step back a little bit. Some room here. And
I shoot Porkchop a look. I'm like, I know it was you.
What?
he proceeds to do some squats, keeping an eye on you, Galaxia, the whole time. But not in like a flirtatious way, more of like a just making sure you're not trying to like knock him over while he's doing his workout.
I get the message, and I walk over. I thank him for his demonstration, and I walk over to Porkchop. I'm like, seriously?
What? I'm just helping you out.
It didn't work. He thinks I'm a creep now.
Maybe you're just not pretty enough.
Maybe you shouldn't harass people. That's rude.
I'm gonna grab some coffee while you guys work this out.
Go for it.
I need you to make a sexual harassment roll for me.
No, he's a person. I mean, he's a dragonborn. He's a person. Rude.
Dragonborn too. God, Galaxia.
Hey, I was working my way. I was working my way to that. I only do consensual butt grabs.
Well, go ask him if you can grab his butt then.
What? Oh no. Things are weird now. You made it weird.
Hey, bro, Dad, can she grab your butt?
You ask that?
I like cover her mouth.
I like you, but quietly.
Probably Dad's too busy arranging this pulley system that he's convinced is necessary.
I'm like, fine. I can be your wing woman. Tell me what to do.
Ugh, I'm giving up. He was too thick. Remember when I took him out on a date in Crystalia? He just didn't get the message.
Maybe you just need to be more explicit.
I tried. I invited him back to our hotel. He declined.
No, like.
It's because he's a bro.
Explicit.
Yeah, but part of the whole thing with Hyronius is they're like, I don't know, I was reading about it on the internet. There's part of it that's like, okay, Galaxia wasn't reading about it on the internet because the internet doesn't exist. But like, romance is like, they're very romantic.
No,
They like
not in this version of it.
Oh, okay.
No.
They're dumb.
Now this is occurring to me. Porkchop is gonna go find Chad and just very bluntly be like, "Hey, Chad, do you have sex?"
Okay, we're getting. Let's stop the.
Are you asking me personally? No.
Chad took a vow of chastity.
He did?
I mean, like, did I take a vow of chastity?
I don't know. It's entirely up to you,
bro
the
code.
RP of that.
Oh no, I'm like, I mean, I could, but I don't. If that fills in the question that you have.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
What? You got out of it there for me.
I'm just gonna go back to Galaxia and report my findings.
Oh, okay.
They do not, in fact, take vows of chastity.
Well, Whoa.
That was like some Super Mario Bros. Stuff.
Bye, Cody.
Bop.
Oh no, look at our stream. It's all messed up.
Yeah. When he gets back, it'll fix it.
You have to
Sorry.
save that clip. I'm gonna clip that on Twitch.
This
Oh,
is
no.
Mario.
Yeah, the.
Well, it messes up the. There we go.
Are we back?
I think so.
All right, I think we're back in action.
Okay.
Yeah. I lost connection there for a bit.
All good. So. So after doing all that, you drop a bunch of money to give Brother Broladad all of the funds he needs to do the future additions and maintain the space well into the future. You talk it over, and all seems well. They're comfortable. The orphans are well fed and taken care of, and it's almost done with the construction. Yeah.
Oh, can I go in? I forgot. Was there in Nomiopolis? Was there a? Oh wait, we're gonna be heading over to whatchamacallit. Was there a blacksmith able to work with adamantite? If I can say that correctly, adamantite. Yeah, that's right.
Adamantite,
Right?
I think.
Adamantite.
Yeah.
In Nomiopolis or in the Elven City.
Galaxia would know there's several very skilled smiths in Uthorum. Here, you probably just have to ask around. You don't really know if there's anyone who's especially good with that.
Okay.
Maybe for crafting, we should go back to Athorum, but I think for buying stuff, we would want to stay here.
Well, I can. The reason why I ask is because I wanted to see if I could get my the splint mail upgraded to plate, and I have the chain shirt for the materials.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how long that'll take and the costs involved.
That would probably be something better for Uthorum, and it would probably take a while.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
Okay.
if we're gonna spend the time waiting for that, there's a lot more we can do in Uthorum while we wait.
All right, that's fine with me. And I got everything I kind of need to sort out here. So.
All right. So you guys head out from the orphanage back into town. What else are you guys looking for or trying to do here in Nomiopolis?
I'm looking to sell metric, but tons of stuff.
All right. On the black market or legally?
Well, I'd like to get them appraised legally and then try to sell them on the black market.
Okay. Well, what all are you trying to sell?
All right. So we got, we got so many things. So some gemstones, which I already know how much they're worth. Remoraz hide, I would like to get appraised.
Okay.
Oh, I want to go with her for that because I have a rumor ass hide as well.
Okay.
Necrotic dragon scales from the dragon that we killed in the Shadowfell.
I guess I'll go with pork chop also because I have some of those.
Some ice wolf ears. A golden egg, I already know how much that is.
Oh, you should get the ears made into a little headband.
Oh my god, that's fucked up.
That'd be so cute.
Wear the flesh of your enemies.
Yeah.
Just make an investigation check for me.
There's also some magic weapons that I want to get appraised. 19.
19. Yeah, so you basically go around to the various shops and stalls. There's the potion maker, the magic monster piece seller and barterer. There's the weapon shop. You get appraisals on all these items. So really, for all the monster bits, there's not much of a good price for that. You're looking 10, 20 gold pieces for the wolf ears, things like that. The Remoraz hide is much rarer. That one hide will go for about 300 gold. At least here. That's the price they offer you.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it was supposed to be much more. This is not a good place to sell that.
I feel didn't you buy a rumor ass hide on the black market in
No.
I sold one.
She sold one, yeah.
That we found.
Way back when.
And then dragon scales.
Yeah. I'm just going to say that's the same pricing as before.
I don't remember. What was it, 100?
One scale was
Like 40.
6 gold or something.
Oh, really? That's it?
Per
Yeah,
scale. How many?
I think I remember that.
Because it was it was by the pound was how we were doing it before, and it was confusing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many dragon scales do you have?
Only 6.
Yeah, I would say per scale, and since like they're rare, but like there's not very many of them. For all 6, you could probably get like 200 gold.
What if one of us had 16 of them?
Oh, so if you were selling 22, that
Well,
would make
16.
it about. Let's see.
I think I'm just gonna use Manic Potions instead.
They
I'll learn
offer
how to.
700 gold for 22 scales.
What is that? 22 divided by...
Real quick, because you guys, I might buy those from you. How many scales would I need to incorporate it into my armor?
You could just do it for decoration. It wouldn't have any measurable impact. It would still just be adamantine plate.
Mm-hmm. Is there
Yeah.
any way I could get it where it would be more than decoration, or is that
Just
not
with
really
scales,
possible?
not really. So you can't get like stacking buffs, right? So you can get adamantine plate, and then in theory you could probably bestow an additional enchantment on top of that, but that's about it. You would have to do
Okay, gotcha.
a full-on like suit of armor like what Galaxia has with dragon scale mail to do something that's like distinctive.
Gotcha. Alright, I was just curious.
Now, Galaxia, I would be interested in purchasing the hide from Pork Chop. If it's rated, if it's going for 300, I would offer like 400.
What are you gonna do with it?
I have ideas.
Yes, huh?
What about 5 vials of black dragon's blood?
That's useful. If make a persuasion check to the random shopkeep that you can convince them it's legitimate.
17.
Yeah, good enough. You flex as the hero of Harmstead, one of the heroes of Harmstead, and be like, "We slay dragons. It's no big deal." So you said 5 or 6?
I have 5 vials.
5. Each one will go for about 60 gold, so 300 for the lot.
300 for the lot. Can I ask them what types of potions these are useful for? These specific vials?
There's a
just
variety of applications. Dragon's blood is useful, just a useful base ingredient, rather rare. It's usable in many different crafting and brewing recipes.
Okay.
Nothing in
But-
particular.
Black dragon's blood's not like specific, it's just kind of dragon's blood.
Oh, well, this was a shadow dragon specifically.
Oh.
It says they think that a potion of resistance they should be able to brew of the type where it came from. So it would be a potion of, was it poison or acid?
Necrotic?
It
Was
I think it was-
necrotic?
Who's the
yeah, but like it was kind of magical. I would say it would give you poison or acid resistance.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just sell the scales or the blood. Sorry for They want 5 for 600. Make it 750,
Persuasion
and you
check.
have no 11.
They hold firm
Rip.
on their price.
What do you think, Porkchop?
I don't know. We don't really have a use for it, so go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Sold.
All right, cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
Can I also get all of my random weapons
Yeah, what do you
magical
got?
we've collected? The 9 life stealer longsword,
Oof.
Yeah.
which is very.
So they offer you 4K for that.
Wow.
That's it.
That's still a lot. I mean, it's very rare.
That's a lot.
I'm probably not gonna be able to sell that on the black market, or maybe I will. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
just.
No.
What's today? It's a Thursday.
Let me think. It is the 26th of the month, and that means it's a Friday, actually.
Damn it.
Save it.
But we're not gonna be here for the black market in a week.
Well, we might be.
I think it was on Thursdays.
Was it Thursdays or Wednesdays?
Thursdays.
Thursdays. Well, I was kind of having to want to have some things made at the Gnome Venter shop. So maybe we can hang out
Come back.
or come back.
Nah, but it's in a week. I'm just gonna sell it now.
Dude, that's a difference of like multiple thousands.
Well, I won't sell everything I have right now, but I'll sell some stuff right now. So if they're interested, I will try to haggle up the price of the 9 lives and also the Shabalan Blade or the corrupted. No, they're not gonna want the corrupted gauntlets. The Shabalan Blade.
All right. Well, make a persuasion check for each of those ones that you're trying to sell.
To try to like real up talk them and like
Yeah.
describe the context that we got them in. 14 for the one, and also 14 for the second.
Yeah, they offer you 5K for the Shabalban Blade and 4K for the 9 Life Stealer. That's it.
That's like
That's
9.
more gold than Chad has.
That's
combined.
All right, I'll sell them because I also don't like. They're not doing me any good in my pack. I'd also like to appraise the Mace of Smiting that we got from Gatimag.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Just been holding on to all these things.
Yeah, she really has.
This is like
You have enough like weapons to outfit an army.
this is probably
Little small army.
it's what I have in my bag.
No, actually, like this list is insane.
They offer you 3,500 for the mace.
Hoarder.
Yeah, she hoards everything. And the thing is, we as a group collect things and then put it in Porkchop's bag and then forget about it.
It's the beauty of the bag.
So like you should be splitting this gold that you're getting for these weapons because we all found them.
I found all this shit.
Well, no, we all found this shit.
I found all this
I would
shit.
like to call a vote, party vote. Do you think Porkchop should be splitting some of this gold with
This is
us?
not something we vote on. You don't get to vote on my stuff.
See, she calls it her stuff. We all put this stuff in.
I mean, so
True.
Chad's not there. You guys are. Chad's gonna go to the bar with Broladad and formally introduce him to the bartender and have a few drinks.
Oh,
He's
yes.
not doing this sell stuff because Chad doesn't sell stuff. He gives it away.
Yep.
That's right.
No,
I
you-
mean, I don't know. I feel like most of the time Porkchop takes these things and we never know they existed in the first place, so it's probably hers. But maybe she can take us out to dinner one night.
I mean, so like the Mace of Smiting and everything, like there's multiple things in there that were party efforts. I will just point that out.
Yeah.
I'm not there. I can't be talking. You, Porkchop, do your thing.
These things we found as a group, and she's hoarding all the money that she's getting from it.
This is stuff that I found on my own time.
If I put my hand in that bag,
Oh,
how much
shit.
gold would I find?
That's none of your concern. Just because I know how to think and invest.
Invest in
By
what?
I mean,
You're
invest you mean
hoarding
hoarding?
money.
Yeah.
You only have gold.
It looks like Twitch chat is on Porkchop's side here.
Ah,
At least Dragon Girl.
oh, bad Twitch chat.
Oh man.
I mean,
It's
if
one
it's stuff
person.
she found by herself on her own investigation rolls, then she can keep it.
But like that maid.
But like yeah.
I want money from that maid.
I give you the mail.
And the sword.
If we
No,
all
what?
knew it existed, if we all knew of the existence of that thing, and did not like explicitly like say like yes, this person can have it to do what they want with, either use it or sell it.
All right. I give you the mace. We'll split the mace. 3,500. Well, can we talk them up for 3,500?
Yeah, persuasion.
Yes. 21.
What's your counter offer?
Oh, sorry. Oh, wait. It was much higher than that. Persuasion is. Oh, wait. My other ones were higher than that too. I used perception on accident. 24 is the persuasion roll.
Yeah,
So-
so what's your counter offer?
My counter offer is 4,500. 4,500.
It strokes his little gnomish beard for a while, and Kay just says, "Fine, if you give me decent deals on these other ones, so I'll up it to that 4 or 5."
We literally kill the devil for it.
So if you're splitting that 4 ways, that's 1,125 to all 4 of your party members.
1125. We'll give it. I'll take the gold to give to Chad when he's here.
What?
I was about to ask. I'm like, does this gold reach Chad or no?
It will eventually reach you, Chad.
Oh,
yes.
shit.
So I'm safe to add it to my stash.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we'll make sure you get it. Some of us don't encourage teaching stealing.
Wow, guys.
I mean, you did do that.
Whatever.
You can't deny it.
Whatever.
I'm wondering.
On a side note, I also introduced Broladad to Little Bro.
He is fascinated by Little Bro. You drink your endless free ale from the congenial tavern keeper at the Dragon's Fall Tavern, and you chat and go over what it all happened, how you got your Little Bro, and Little Bro introduces himself and gives Broladad a bro fist, which Broladad is delighted by. You all hit it off very well.
Wonderful. Oh, now I'm thinking of so much more. I was like, we could put in like a basement for ale and everything.
This is an orphanage for children.
Yeah, but it's also a place to bro down.
What's the
It's
legal
not just
drinking
an
age
orphanage.
in Nomiopolis?
I don't think there is one.
Well, aren't gnomes, don't they age a bit differently? So aren't the children probably about like 20 years old? Like 20 to like 30?
They're definitely older.
They're still children.
They're like teenagers, but they're like
Their
toddler.
developmental stage.
Mm-hmm.
The children are probably like
Should
15-year-old.
preclude them from drinking.
Yeah, but you can even give kids like a glass of wine, right? And
I
they're
know,
fine.
but a whole ale basement?
Yeah, a whole ale basement, like for the other bros there. You know,
Yeah,
after
for
a hard
whenever
day's
the
workout.
adult bros come to visit, they need a kegger. So like,
I guess I'll have to do that. I'll talk with the foreman later, just for ease sake. How much is that gonna cost?
This is
I
just
don't.
going to
It
turn
doesn't
into a
have to be
frat
directly
house,
under
isn't
the
it?
orphanage,
it already is a
because
frat
I
house.
think it's a few. I can't remember how big the plot of land is, but it can be kind of off to the side, like a nice little place to store ale. How much would that cost?
Let's see. How much ale?
Let's put it up to like I don't know. How much is it going to be for like 20 casts?
Yeah. The Dragon's Fall tavern keeper, he says, Chad, I love you. I would gladly give you a great discount on those casks. What do you offer?
Oh no, I'm at how much it would be to build like a little like underground thing to keep them.
Oh, to build it, if you want to go back and pay the foreman, they would have to
Yeah.
excavate like a whole underground kind of cellar. That'd be a bit more expensive. You're looking at like another 1,000 gold to build a wine cellar.
Just gotta excavate.
But you have to do it. You have to do it. So I'll do another 1,000 gold for that.
Yep.
And then how many casks would that hold? I'll buy that much from the bartender.
That'll hold up to 30 casks, and you can buy them all from the Dragon's Fall tavern owner at a discount because he loves you. Let's see.
Yeah.
That would be like 40 gold a cask, but he's going to give you a discount. Do some math here. Yeah, he'll give you 25% off,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a grand total of 900 gold for 30 casks of ale to go into the basement.
Yeah, I'll get assorted varieties and everything.
Yep.
And I'll pay him the 900 now and just say, Broladad will come and let you know near when the basement's going to be complete, and so we can do that order. But I'll give you the gold now.
Excellent. Bless you, Chad. Can I have some water?
Yes.
I can get it myself if you don't want to get it.
I will go get you one.
Okay. It's just that I have to run the game and talk to everyone at once.
I know I was about to do things.
Okay, thank you. All right, so back to selling things.
I would like to sell my ring of protection.
What? Yeah, okay. No,
Okay. They offer you 1,700 for it.
1,700. Make it 2 and it's yours.
Persuasion check.
Nat 20.
They give you 2,000.
Wonderful.
I want to sell my staff with the python.
All right. Thank you. Let's see.
Literally just dump all of my stuff right now.
Yeah.
They offer you 1,000 for that.
1,000? I bargained for 1,200. 17.
They meet you in the middle for 1,100.
Let's take it.
How about?
Now that I'm flush with cash, I want to go searching the city for cool things to buy.
Okay, make an investigation check.
What about a wand of lightning bolt?
Yeah. You offer that to the.
How much would they want? How much would they give me for it?
Yeah, 1 second.
That's too good with them. That's nice. Doesn't require attunement.
It does.
Oh.
Yeah. So for that, they say a wand of lightning bolts. You say.
Correct.
Wait, I want that.
You should shoot off a charge just to prove that it's real.
Like hold
Shock
it
them
up,
a little bit.
show them the star.
He, the tavern or the owner of this particular magic item shop, he says, how does, let's say, 4K sound?
He's undercutting you.
4K. That's quite a low offer.
I'm like egging him on. Like, no, he's undercutting you. It's definitely worth more than that. It's way more than that.
It's really that's lower than I was willing to go. Can you
he said.
Go up a little higher for me?
Persuasion check.
With advantage?
Sure, because pork chop's there.
Just egging him on.
So unnatural 20.
All right. He says, all right. How does 8K sound?
He doubled it. He probably tripped this thing else too. If he just doubled that one.
I'm really thinking like
It's like 10K.
10, but how about I'll work with you here. How about 9?
Nah, it's 10. It's 10. Go for 10.
9, please.
Another persuasion check for 9.
8.
He says, I don't think I can do more than that. I don't have that much cash on me.
We have just sold so many.
Well, how about this? What do you have that we haven't just sold you, obviously, in your wares? Would be interesting that we could say 8 plus said item, or maybe a little bit lower, depending on what it is what you have. Stressy jelly bean.
Make an investigation check.
14.
All right. 14. He digs around. He says, I have a ring of fire resistance. That's rather valuable.
Uh-huh.
And I have a wand of web.
She can do that.
Sorry, man.
I have a scroll of earthquake.
Oh, that's cool.
Very, very old, very rare.
I mean, you cause an earthquake.
I mean, yeah, but like, what's the damage, right?
It's like an 8th level spell. It's pretty big.
Shit.
This is working out.
Do it.
We're just gonna go back.
Why have that spell?
That's insane.
Do it.
All right, how about 7,000 and the scroll of earthquake?
Oh no, that is not a fair trade at all. I would consider trading the scroll of earthquake for the wand and calling it a day, but that's about all I can manage.
It's a one-off. I mean, it's like a partial one-off, but
It's really just a one-time use thing versus the wand is 7 different charges and they refresh. Most
true.
of
Very true. Does nothing else that I have here interest you?
Not particularly. The web was neat, but again, she can do that. Very very useful. She can walk on ceilings and things.
Cool. Interesting. Let's just go back to the gold. I can do 8.5K. Final offer.
8,500, huh? All right, that's a deal.
Yeah, we should all get half of that because we found together. Evil cackle.
All right, 8.5 thousand gold. You have a deal, and hand it over.
All right. He gingerly takes it from you and takes it into the back room, locks it up. Is there anything else you guys want to try and sell or
Yeah, I want to try to sell my staff of withering.
buy? Okay. That's going to be...
And I still want to buy that Rimmeraz hide off of Pork Chop.
I'll do it for $4.50.
You got a deal. $4.50.
So you can sell your staff for 1,500.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Get rid of your staff, 1,500.
And then I just hand $4.50 of that off to Pork Chop.
So net 1,050 and another hide of Rimmeraz.
Great.
I will quickly, not selling, but I'll check in with Broladad. I ask him, now that you're here, are you maxed? I don't know how to ask this in game.
Yes.
How many magical artifacts are you attuned to?
Well, he says, well, bro, and he holds up the gauntlets of ogre strength that you already gave him. He says, I got these things. They've helped me out. I had to wrestle a few wyverns on my trip over here. Came in handy. That's it, though.
Oh, nice. Well, bro, I was thinking now that you're charged with protecting them, the orphans here, you might need something a little bit more just because I won't be around. And I pull out the ring of protection, and I give it to him.
All right.
I'm like, this might help you just in case something happens.
He says, I think it could. That looks really helpful. I'll take that for sure. Thank you.
Chad, stop giving it away.
He takes the ring and puts it on. Seems happy with how it fits.
Rings are just like universal size in this.
Well, they magically resize to whatever finger they're put on.
Does it do it like real time? Like, does it like?
You just like boop, boop.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. And I give beer to little bro. Does he like it?
You.
I'm like, little bro, you want to try some beer?
He says, sure, bro. And just like a weird, like, toothy maw opens up. You just pour in a flagon and closes. The eyes kind of bug out a little bit. And then you see, like, weird, like, suds kind of squirting out of, like, random little orifices here and there, foaming a bit. He says, that's interesting.
Can it get
What do you
drunk?
think?
Drunk before?
If you don't like it, you don't need to drink it. But
the eyes blink out of sync, and it says, "It's fine, just different, very odd."
Oh my god, you made him drunk.
You got him drunk.
Does this thing have
All right.
a con score?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Now as we have our titles of the Heroes of Harmstead, can we use our influence to get access to the really cool shit? Like
what?
I
Yeah.
don't know, cool gadgets
Make
or
let's see, what would that be? Just do a persuasion check
Poison.
to flex on the shopkeepers of the town.
Flex on the shopkeep.
flex. What was it? Persuasion?
Yeah.
22.
All right.
We're
22.
good.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm like not even close to you in cash flow.
Oh, come on. You're like pretty damn close.
Yeah.
To be fair, your last sale would double my gold.
I mean, you give everything away.
You give everything away.
Pork Chop, you
Yeah, that's what a bro does.
you go around asking and get access to some of the more rare things on display. They pull out some of their weird oddities and like heirlooms that they haven't shown people before or recently. There is a scroll of Far Step, a ringmail armor of psychic resistance,
Oh. That's
a potion of heroism, and a +2 spear.
Okay, don't care about that. Ring mail. Can I even wear ring mail? Is it
that medium?
Medium or like?
I think it would be medium.
Ring mail 5e. That is. It's heavy armor.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well I can't use that. It was Potion of Heroism ring mail, and then there was something before that.
A +2 spear and a scroll of far step.
Scroll of Far Step. That's what it was. I wanted to see what that was. Conjuration spell. That sounds cool.
So for
It's
a minute, you can just like use Misty Step at will, pretty much.
That's really cool. Okay.
It's a scroll of that though.
Yeah, but that's still super neat. I'll probably buy that. And then the Potion of Heroism is like Rage. Or no, it's Bless.
Yeah, it's bless.
I don't remember what Bless is. You bless up to 3 creatures, you make an attack roll, target roll a d4, and add a number, roll to attack roll or save you throw. Okay, how much do they want for the Far Step scroll?
1,000. This is after taking into account your clout. 1,300.
That's horrible.
I'll take it. Done.
All right.
A Far Step. That's super cool. I like it.
Yeah, that's nice because for a minute, that's 10 times 60. You can add bonus action teleport into your repertoire of movement.
Yeah.
For a minute.
Without
That's like some
casting a
serious
spell.
fuck off capacity or
Yeah.
battle capacity.
Yeah, it's like if you can't jump across the chasm, you can climb along the sides and like run really far, but sometimes you just gotta poof. You can't
Sometimes you
fly.
just gotta
You
poof.
just need to poof.
Plus, you get some serious sneak attack with poofing.
Oh man,
Oh,
yeah.
what? Teleport behind somebody?
Yeah.
Oh my god, she did
No.
it.
Obi-Wan no Mashindaru. I don't know how to speak
Wow.
Japanese at all.
Oh,
It's
did
just-
you just make that up?
It's butchered Japanese, but that is a meme.
It's very much a meme. Twitch chat, link us the meme. Bonus action yeet.
はい
お前はもう死んで
You
いる。
know, the more I read about this weapon, though, the more I think it's gonna cause problems.
What, bro? What?
Your
The biomass prototype, because it is so. Chad's weakest save is his intelligence save, and you have to make a DC 18 intelligence saving throw every time you make a killing blow. And if you fail it, you attack the nearest creature until its hit points reach 0.
Chad, give me little bro.
No, do not do that.
So high.
I will become a monster.
No, he'll be
Yeah,
so
but
good. I'll teach
what's
him
your intelligence saving throw?
like +9.
plus
That's
4.
quite a bit
Since
better.
when is your int
Mine's
so high?
+3.
Wizard.
Even
Oh.
how the fuck?
Yeah, that's like my highest stat.
That's better than my
Pork
con
Chop's been
save.
so smart this whole time, and we all just thought she was sneaky.
You gotta be
I
smart.
mean, let's not go too far here.
Can I make a persuasion roll to convince Chad to give me little bro?
Oh no. No.
You come to the bar.
Chad's not gonna do that.
Oh, do a drink off for it.
Ooh, I have to have some serious sleight of hand for
Drink
that.
off, drink off, drink
You
off.
know,
Like,
Okay, now remember what happened last time? Me and Pork Chop.
Pork Chop won everything last time there was any kind of competition.
I won.
Yeah, so she's competitive, and Chad has something to prove.
I'll just stick to regular persuasion first, and then we'll see.
how about you persuade me? Come on, just don't make a roll. Talk.
Okay,
Use
You
your
should-
words.
you should give me little
Smart
bro.
girl.
It would be fucking hilarious.
It would be
A
fun.
little bro needs to be nurtured so he can become a great bro.
You around, like you'll still be there as a role model and as a mentor, but I will be able to like actually keep him from doing evil, right? Because if you fail your intro, then he just attacks a random person, and then how is he going to feel about that? He's going to feel so guilty, and it's
No,
not
he
even
won't, because you told him he can do whatever he wants.
But Chad doesn't believe that, and he knows that Chad doesn't believe that, so he's going
I
to
asked.
Chad.
I'll ask little bro actually about the. I'm like, so about this I don't know if this is too metagaming here. Would I know about Blood Frenzy because I'm attuned to him?
I would say not really.
Okay.
You know that as like it's a part of this item, but yeah, like in game, that's not something you guys have encountered yet, so you wouldn't really know about this.
So I know that it would make me attack someone, or no?
Well, okay. I would say that maybe just like in the conversations you've had with Little Bro, it comes up that he's okay with vegetables, but he gets a little weird around meat and fresh blood. He was fed a diet of both in his tank, and seemed like they were trying to elicit some sort of response from him. He gets all riled up when there's fresh blood and tends to burst into flames and get very aggressive. And so that's more or less what you learn from him, and you get the...
I ask Little Bro, I'm like, Little Bro, have you ever tried to control that before?
He thinks about it, says, yeah, but like something just comes over me. It's just really kind of outside of my control, you know?
That's all right. We'll figure this out together, bro.
Okay.
We don't want to hurt innocent people here.
Right. Only
Which
boring
is
people.
But
Give him to me.
Only important people.
Only boring people.
even boring people are all right.
Wait. I'm confused again.
I know
Chad,
it's so hard.
you need somebody with a strong grasp on philosophy and
Oh, and is that pork chop?
and this little bro.
So, Pork Chop, were you the one that told him to steal from boring people?
What? No, I didn't say that.
So,
Yes, she
I'm
absolutely did.
and I'd like
I
to
asked
go to the Nomish inventing shop place.
Yeah, you go there, you see your old friend, the wiry-haired gnomish inventor. He's waiting for you and excited to see you. Are you placing an order?
Yeah, so I would like to place an order for some entangle arrows. Let's see, a couple ice arrows. I guess there's 5 of each of those. As well as, from your list, 5 conjure volley arrows. I see he's added to his list.
Yes. He says, "Oh, a new request I see. Now this should be interesting. Actually, I had a bit of a backlog from last time. We made a few extra. They're very useful. I thought we could have some in back stock. I have those ice and entangle arrows ready to go if you want to buy them now."
Yeah, definitely. What were those? Ice is 50 for 5, and entangle is 250, so 300?
Yep.
All right. And if you can get those, there's an extra 50 gold if you can get those, the other ones, the conjure volley, before I come back.
I can certainly try. When are you returning?
When are we coming back after Uthorum? Probably a week?
I guess so. I don't know.
Well,
I can't really be sure.
We can like come back and pick them up and then go back to Uthorum like.
Yeah, any day you can go zip around wherever you want.
Yeah.
well, how long do you think it would take you?
You said 5 of those? Let me look at my notes. What are they priced at?
3,000.
What level? Conjure Valley is what level?
I have no idea.
Level 5.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense.
So let's see. For 5 of them, it's 5. So for 5.
You almost gave away your calculations, your formula.
The formula.
Yeah, that's going to be a while. That's going to be like over 2 weeks of work.
Is there any way to speed it up for some more coin?
If you give him, so it's 3K for the purchase. How much more are you willing to give? He can certainly try and expedite it.
I mean, could you get it down to, I don't know, a week?
Yes, if you are willing to uppay about 4,500.
Like extra or add 1,500?
Add 1,500 total. So like 150% normal cost to get it done in half the time.
Yeah, okay, I can do that.
All right. So in 1 week from today, which is going to be the 5th of Durak, there will be 5 Conjure Volley arrows ready for you here.
Perfect. And I can add 5 ice and 5 entangle.
Yep.
Nice. And I removed 4,800 gold, so 45 and 300.
Yep.
4,500 and 300. Also, I have an interesting item you might enjoy.
Ow, you little dick. That's my spot.
Oh,
Me-
Pupper.
This beautiful beast here have
our
one of
honorary
a couple
direwolf.
of these, and I'd like to show him the one of the bullets or the cartridges from the tri-chambered carbine.
He takes it and looks at it and he says, "Oh, this is interesting, unique."
I was hoping that you could make more of these for, well, a few of them to dissect and sell yourself.
Interesting.
A little mutual benefit here.
Roll persuasion check.
You're a
Persuasion, all set. 10, but I would like to make the counteroffer that I also have and pull out the actual carbine itself.
He
And
says, as soon as he sees it, he's like, "Oh."
and I'm like, hold on.
Is that Shinjinese? I've seen the designs briefly mentioned in some of the local forums of ranged weaponry discussion, but I haven't seen anything like that in person. I would
Yes.
love for the opportunity to get to work with it directly.
The only one on the continent, if I remember correctly. Oh my gosh.
She's gone mad.
Dog wrestling.
The scritches are too good.
I would love to exchange, say, 200-300 of these cartridges, if you can figure out how to make them. I'm sure you can. In trade for several of them to dissect and use yourself, of course, as well as the rifle to dissect and use. And I would love to see if you'd be able to upgrade the rifle in certain ways to maybe increase its accuracy or make it able to fire more without reloading. As you see, it's quite a pain to only have 3 shots before you need to reload it.
This is hardly a pain. That's amazing. And he spins it and pulls the bullet out, puts it back in. Says, "Here. I've been holding on to this item, this attachment thing that I've developed in my spare time, anticipating your return. I was going to wait until I had a potentially better bargaining opportunity, but you presented me with this very enticing opportunity indeed. If you leave that with me and give me a week or so to work on it, try to expand it, I would be willing to grant you this apparatus I've come up with." He digs around underneath his desk and pulls out, looks like a long, thin metal like thing with some clamps on it and like a piece of a glass lens at the end of it. He says, "I think perhaps this might be of use to you in the way that you normally use that thing," pointing at your bow.
It's a sight for the... Okay. Yeah, and like kind of pull the bow out and like mess with it and like, kind of just like, not haphazardly, but like not as respectful as he would, like put the gun down on the counter and start like messing with it.
Yeah. You talk it out for a bit. He agrees to give you this attachment, which would upgrade your bow from a +1 to a +2 longbow. And in exchange for that, he will work on this. He'll try to replicate the technology to make this gun himself, and also potentially improve it to make it like a larger chamber, things like that.
Right.
And all in exchange, all of that. In addition, he wants 800 gold from you to facilitate the research.
How about I make it 1,000 and you throw on several hundred more of these cartridges, and here's a box of like 50 of them or something like that. Go, use it. Don't be afraid to take them apart or use them or discharge them.
Excellent. Can do. I will get all my best workers on this immediately. So you exchange 1,000 gold. You get a scope for your longbow, which ups its hit bonus to +2.
Oh,
and
snap.
you give him the carbine with some of the cartridges for him to basically reverse engineer it over the course of the next week.
Awesome. How do I guess you'll do the Gnomish longbow modding?
So
item?
if you do, there should be a to hit override and like under customize.
Let's see, Gnomish longbow, customize, like to hit bonus. Just
Yeah. Just add
add-
an additional 1 on that.
All right. And if I go to actions, longbow, what was it before? Was it 13? Yeah.
Was it 14 or 13?
It was 13 before. Still 14. So, but how do you get it to save the?
I can do it. Don't worry about it. I'll make that like an official thing.
Perfect. Wonderful. I'm glad to do business with such a fine shop again. I'm looking forward to those volley arrows and whatever you do to this beautiful rifle.
Excellent. Pleasure doing business with you as usual.
And I'll head back to the bickering. This one and this one.
All right.
Chad is down here, right?
Yes.
What time is it?
Yeah.
Time is it? It's getting pretty late now. Like most of the stores are starting to close. Chad and probably Dad have been drinking the afternoon and early evening away.
Well, then...
And Chad and Porkchop are still arguing about Little Bro?
Yes.
I would like to, perhaps tonight if there's time, if not, then tomorrow morning before we leave, I want to stop in and visit with the Duchess.
All right. It's probably pretty late, but you would probably want to do that tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Cool.
So, are you all getting a long rest at the Dragon's Fall Tavern, where you are guaranteed perpetual free stays?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
All right.
And,
Yeah.
spend some money on ale and
Well-
stuff and dinner.
There's
Does
free
Broladad stay at the tavern, or does he head back to the orphanage?
He'll
like,
stay
are
here
the rooms
tonight.
up? Are the rooms up at the orphanage?
Not yet. There's no one staying there overnight, but they're starting to get comfortable in the area. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
Porkchop is gonna drink a little less and be a little bit more wary because she remembers last time we were here, somebody attempted an assassination on us.
Was that here?
It was here at the tavern, and they gave us a box, and then they were like, "This is for the Heroes of Harmstead," and we opened it with some poison, sketchy stuff.
You remember there was a lot of dark powder that seemed to just evaporate when it got dumped all over Chad, but that was it. Nothing happened.
Oh yeah, because he was immune to poison. Yeah.
That's really funny. Yeah.
But so yeah, I'm just wary and looking around the entire night, trying to figure out if we're in danger or not.
All right. So, it seems like all is well. No, nothing stands out. There aren't any shifty characters, watching you from the doors. But you all get a long rest, are well fed, and wake up the next morning on the 27th, ready to go talk to the Duchess.
So I asked the rest of the party if we can maybe stop by, chat, catch her up with what we've been up to, and she is a leader and a diplomat in this world, so we should fill her in on what we've been up to, and then maybe we can ask if we can use her teleportation circle.
Maybe see what the deal is with any information on Corcus, because he got away.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to let them do that and then try to get a little bit of time in on my fireball arrows. I'll cast fireball and work on them. Wake up early.
Ooh. While on our way, also, Galaxia, what higher level spells do you find useful that would be potentially advantageous for more than just you to know? Because I have this thing here, and I show her the Ring of Spell Storing. I can take one of your spells and hold on to it.
I mean, there's lots of useful spells. What? I mean, teleportation is very useful, of course. That does get used quite a lot. I don't know what the mechanics of that would work like, though, because my, at least one of my teleportation spells is based on my connection to my god. And I don't know if it would work the same for you.
It would. Basically, what it boils down to is you cast it, and then you just like basically delay it happening until he chooses to make it happen.
But then I couldn't use it, right?
No.
No,
you can still use it. So like you use a spell slot today. It goes into the ring indefinitely, and then tomorrow everything's like normal for you.
Okay. Well, because I'm just thinking it might be useful for you to have like a word of recall stored, so that way if I'm incapacitated for any reason, the whole group can still get out of a situation of danger or something.
What is the max
Or
spell
you
level?
could get call lightning and just, rain down lightning storms on your enemies. That's my favorite spell.
Well,
It's a 5th level max spell.
Oh, so we can't do word of recall then. 5th level max.
I mean, Death Ward's always good. I could put
Yeah,
that
I
in
do
there
have
for you.
Death Ward. Spirit Guardians at 5th level. It's pretty great. Healing
do that.
spells are great, of course. Prayer of healing.
I'm thinking I might want to be like very. I think I want to be utilitarian with this, so I'm thinking maybe a healing spell might be in order. These potions that I have don't really do a lot.
Let's see, 5th level, there's also Greater Restoration, which reduces
Petrified or whatever.
reduces exhaustion, undoes charmed, petrified, or cursed effects, stuff like that. There's that's new.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Greater water breathing.
Don't worry about it.
Mass Cure Wounds. Mass Cure Wounds is 5th level. That's a pretty good one. That's anyone in a 30-foot radius gets 3d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, which mine is +9.
Yeah.
So
that's 3d8 plus 9 is pretty good. I think. Would you mind using a spell slot and?
yeah,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah, you just cast
I just
it into the
cast
ring.
it?
You like place your hand in the ring, cast the spell, you feel the energy leave you, and then Pazal, you now have that primed. All you have to do is just activate it, and it's like Galaxy was casting it at that moment.
Great.
What was it? 3d8 plus 9?
Yep.
Yes.
Mass. Doing this is cure wounds. ATM at the moment. Perfect.
Great.
And Chad will get in a quick workout in the morning as well.
All right.
Let me.
Strength check.
Is that athletics or strength? Sorry,
Athletics,
I'm trying to find the
sorry.
thing.
Chad's like, come on.
23 again.
You get a good workout. Yeah, so you guys go to the Duchess?
Yeah, I just have tea with her or something.
Yeah.
She
You
has
are
the time.
You are welcomed, and they make room for you on her schedule. She does serve tea, and you all sit down in the pleasant room inside of Tinker Tower, looking out over the rest of the northern part of Nomiapolis. And she catches up. She shares what's been going on recently in town, and remarks on Chad's charitable contributions to the local well-being of the orphans. She's very grateful, and they're going to attempt to support that endeavor. And as things progress and as it is well established, definitely do what they can to sustain it, make sure it doesn't go under for any reason.
Oh, thanks, bro.
And you all share all the things you've been up to recently.
Yeah, so I want to fill her in on, I guess since we were last here, we've done a lot. But
Killed
the
a
main,
dragon, killed a demon twice.
met some
Well,
gods.
no, we brought the dragon talon back, the shadow dragon, because I gave the talon to the dragon in.
Oh, that's right, because we stopped in on our way back. So I want to fill her in on all that and got Dumog and Stygia and all that, but really what I want to fill her in on is that there have been, we've kind of been learning about these areas of the material plane that are starting to thin, and the other planes that there's like portals to other planes that are becoming more accessible. And we dealt with that back in Brooksburg, and we know that this issue with Got-Dumag and Stygia and devils potentially coming through was also something we had to deal with. So just, as the leader of a major city, I want to make her aware of this issue and ask if she, if she knows anything about this, or if she's heard about anything, or just to have it be on her radar.
She thanks you for the information. She says, that is all news to me. I don't know much about the planes and traveling beyond. It seems like you all have grown much since your time here in Nomeopolis. But thank you for keeping me in the loop. Yeah, it's concerning things in the world for sure. Hopefully nothing occurs here in our small town.
Of course, I just, you've been good to us, and I want to keep you in the loop.
Certainly. Well, I suppose I should mention, keeping you in the loop, you were involved with Corcus and all of that. The Corcus Industries has been refitted with more sustainable practices and is currently ongoing as part of the local government. They're producing new technologies that we can use and sell to other local leaders based on some of the original work from Corcus, but much more acceptable to the general population. As of Corcus, we still are keeping our ears open for mentions of him. There were some reports that came in. He had ended up in Frostford after fleeing here for a time, and after being there for a period of time, he vanished again, and there's been no mention of him since, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Maybe we should go check that out.
Why do we know Frostford?
Do we know?
Yeah, why do we recognize Galaxia?
You all know of Frostford. I don't think any of you have been there. Actually, no. Porkchop was there briefly when she was leaving the forest of the Kilfane Wilds and heading west to Lutetia.
It's pretty far north, isn't it?
No, Frostford is directly east of Lutetia, along the river.
Oh.
It's like a 2-day walk from Lutetia.
I think we just know them because the assassins that we killed were from Frostford.
Oh, yeah.
The group of Nightshade assassins, including Cobb, were basically sent out of Frostford to find you on the road. And they found you in Lutetia and then followed you on the road.
I'm going to assume it was Corcus.
Yeah, that... I don't know. I don't know if I want to go poke that wasp's nest.
Bros, I don't know if you guys mind. I'd really like to finish getting these fists just because of the huge negative impact it's having on all the bros with them being
Do
torn
we
out of
have
their
any more
afterlife.
information, though, about any other fists? We don't have any leads.
Yeah, so we have 2. Let me pull it up. Notes.
Chad rolls over the giant cork board with the string everywhere.
I mean, maybe before we go get the fists, we should... we have some opportunities to really improve some of our skills and for us to all, not in-game, of course, but to level up. There's opportunities for a lot of that stuff, so I don't know if that would be worthwhile to do before we move on to the next fist.
Yeah, I feel like other planes are still kind of out of our reach. We had...
Well, I could tell you where I think where 2 of the visions took me. If, because one of them was another plane. The one with all the cubes and everything.
That seems like it would get us dead real quick.
And the other one was looking over an ornate building with a blue-skinned woman looking through the window out at the street. They had a fiendish aura. That's not very much to go off of.
I feel like we are gonna have to just go about our lives and keep our not quite go about our lives, but try to figure out how to get to this cube plane.
Chad, you recall, of course, that the rest of your entire order is also doing their best to investigate, read, scry, divine wander and ask questions and figure out, with the knowledge of the same visions that you've had, what they all mean, how you could maybe take steps forward. So
Yeah.
unless you are going on a further efforts on your own to do the same thing, there's a good chance that someone else might come across something through their own study that could be relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we could
go with the.
we could have Galaxia message back to your order and try to get some communications every now and again of hey, have you figured out any new information?
Yeah, we can certainly do that. I mean, I am of the opinion that we should go back to Uthorum for a little while. I know that Porkchop has an open invitation at the Mage College,
True.
which could be quite beneficial. I know that the rest of us have our house will be done pretty much by the time we get there, and there's lots of training opportunities. We've been, as a party, we've been really on the move a lot. We've been going from thing to thing and doing a lot of fighting. I mean, it was only a couple days. It was a week ago that we fought Gat Dumag. Maybe we need some downtime.
Yeah.
To recover into.
Bro, perhaps you have something here. I've been so focused on getting this done for the betterment of my other bros here. But perhaps it'd be better for everyone to take a step back, maybe seek some clarity in our actions before moving forward.
Wow. It's really insightful of you.
Yeah, it would be. It would be nice. We have 3 fists of Hextor have already been locked away. I think
that's nothing to sneeze
at. That's a pretty good accomplishment.
Yeah.
But I would like to, if this does come up, because this is affecting my order so much, I think it would be important for me personally to, if I have information of where to go, that I'd have to go do that and take care of and get that fist.
I mean, this could also be a good chance for you to meditate and talk to Heronius, and I'm also happy to use sending to get you in contact with your order and find out what they know and what they've picked up on so far.
There's also a chance that in Uthorum we'll figure out how to get to the next plane.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's a big city, and there is the Mage College there. I mean, there's people who know about this kind of thing.
Right.
No, I think that would be a good thing. I know we have a lot of workout equipment and stuff there too, so I could get my sweat on.
You can get your gains.
Maybe get some more gains before.
Pocket dimension archery.
Yes. I want to see how that's going.
The only thing is, we have a shrine there we can teleport to, right? Has that been completed?
So I have to go. So the physical aspect of the shrine is or will be very soon.
Yeah.
But I have to go and spend several days, making it a spiritual place, basically. So shedding the holy water off of my skin, and praying a lot, and sacrificing a couple fish, things like that.
Gotcha. Because I think for me, everything I have here is squared away, so I'm ready to move out when you guys are. So
we'll spend a couple days here to complete my order, right?
No, we can just come back.
Well, we can come back. I'm happy to take you back.
Yeah, in one day she can go here and back easily.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so we can do that. There is the matter of, I think, so Chad's Fists of Hextor search is the highest pressing thing. There is also the matter of one Edric Gunderson that needs to be brought to justice in Latesha. That might be a Porkchop and Thazal solo adventure, or duo adventure, or
you're gonna go have a soul-changing adventure with Supernatural.
Well, bro, I'm always here for you, bro. If you need something, so if you need help on your journey, I'm there to support you. Make sure that you're on the right path. That
we're gonna kill
it's
it.
How do you feel about hunting down a orcophobic, murdering, rampaging, soulless shell of a person?
And assassinating him in his sleep.
Not in his sleep. I want to stare him in the eyes as
I think it would be improper to assassinate him in his sleep. But if he is who you say he is, I think an upfront confrontation might be in order.
Yes. Yes, Chad, I like where you're going with this.
Guys, we're morally corrupting Chad.
No. He just wants to bring this person to justice. Which
You
is
have to, yeah. There is like a justice element. Like you do have to face justice if you've committed atrocities,
many
right? And if you're killing
atrocities.
people on the basis of race, but I'm not for assassinating people in their sleep. Like confront them up front, give them a chance to repent for their actions, or provide some sort of.
That is done. He had the chance, and he spit at your feet when we saw him in outside Gellereth's lair.
Yes, but I think that the fight, it should be an upfront, honest fight, not something that you're just stabbing him in the back.
You, Montoya, you killed my father. Prepare to die.
This is a vendetta. Revenge
Essentially.
campaign.
Well, you finish up talking with the Duchess. She wishes you a wonderful day. Are you teleporting to Thorn?
I ask if she could possibly use the teleportation circle if we could use the teleportation circle to get to Uthorn.
Their circle is not connected to Uthorn.
No. Okay, fine. Yeah, my shrine isn't ready yet, so I can't just word of recall there, can I?
No. But you
Okay.
can plane shift there.
No, I have to be on a different
Well,
plane
you
of
can
existence.
bounce, right.
Okay. Well, gather round. And, let's go.
Oh wait, I was working on my
that's
fireball
right.
arrow. It's not there.
I assumed we told you a time to meet. Like, meet us there at 11 a.m.
Sure.
Yeah, how far did she get on those?
How many hours? Like, I woke up early, waited till 11, like...
How far did she get on those?
I would say, let me do some calculations here on how much time and money it would take you to do that. Let's see.
Wait, what?
We agreed on that. You were paying the cost plus something.
No.
Yeah.
We were splitting it.
No. They're not for me,
Okay.
they're for you.
So per fireball arrow, per arrow is going to cost you. It's going to be 65 hours of labor, and and basically every day that you're working on it, you have to cast the spell fireball on it.
Right.
So, and then let's see, what's the cost of a fireball arrow?
Is it 1,000? Yeah, 1,000 gold.
So you can do it at half price, so 500 gold for that.
Okay. I don't mind covering that actually. So let's do
And
like what?
pay me for my time.
No. That part was included. That part
Why
was
would
included.
I work
I
for
remember
free?
there was some deal
I'll
that
make
we
my
made.
own magical items if I'm making them.
There was some deal that we made that was like, I want to make you this so you can have this, but you have to pay for it. And I was like, yeah, sure.
No, I'm not working for free, bro.
Twitch chat, back me up.
It is my expertise.
Twitch chat, back me
I
up.
have spent many hours becoming an expert in this subject, and it is my spell slot. And
Yeah, see, Twitch chat agrees.
which one, though? Tell us if you
Yeah.
agree.
What am I yelling about?
I'm right, but I am right.
Pork Chop said she wanted to make.
I mean, you should be
want
paid
to-
for your labor.
I should be paid for my labor and my expertise, my master.
I mean, you maybe get a friend's discount, but or trade something. Like, trade your own labor for it.
What do I have that Pork Chop wants? She can do everything that I can do,
Money?
but better for the most part.
Money, goods.
money.
She has more of that.
So,
She always
does
wants
money
more.
better. Yeah.
She's a
I
little
don't need
pack
to
rat.
double my money. I just need more money.
Pork Chop, are you gonna start like an investment firm or something?
I feel
a
like that's
bank?
the end game this is going towards. Like, when we hit level 20, Pork Chop's gonna go off and become
And start a bank.
a super rich investment bank.
Questionable morals.
Yeah.
Did you ever identify those dice you picked up?
Should I? Now I'm
Oh,
going
you
to.
know what? Weren't there like two or three
Yeah,
items that we didn't?
Sure, I'll identify the.
Are we still in Nomiopolis?
Oh, I figured we're.
Wait,
We
Wait.
Well,
went.
you're about
Well,
to
we
do
went
that.
to get Pork Chop.
I identified the dice.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, they are magical weighted dice. You basically can will them to roll whatever roll you want. It's a set of gambler's dice.
Wait, Can you tell, like, if someone were to cast, I guess if someone were to cast detect magic,
Detect
they can
magic.
tell, right?
Or if you had like a zone of truth around your gambling
Yeah.
board.
But like in your typical tavern or inn, they wouldn't know. They're called charlatans' dice.
Oh, fuck yeah.
They're made just for pork chop.
I want to go gambling now, but it's not nighttime.
You know, most gambling establishments don't just let you bring your own dice.
Yeah.
No,
It's not like, the casino has a bring your own dice or bring your own deck of
But
cards.
Pork
night.
Chop has a really high sleight of hand modifier,
right.
so she could be
Take
like,
them out.
yes, I'm using your dice.
Minor illusion them. Make them look exactly the same.
Oh, here you go. These.
So were there any other items you didn't identify that you picked up?
Oh, man, probably.
Did
Let me look.
Chad pick anything up?
I don't think so.
Oh no, that's
Chad
right.
just hits
Oh,
things
mushroom.
with his sword.
Remember the glowing mushroom we found? What was that all
We
about?
should eat it and find out.
Yeah, it was just some local
I-
flora.
Is it
Just some.
hallucinogenic?
You don't know. Have to eat it and find out.
I'll save it until we're back in New Thorum and we have a free night.
All right, so you get together, you word of recall to the monastery, and then plane shift back to Thorim, arriving where?
I would like to arrive by our
Our
house.
house?
Yes. All right. So you plane shift back, landing at the location of the Gateholder's Keep, the being actively refurbished building. You arrive on the morning of the 28th of this month, and you remember that it would be completed, I believe, the 8th, so like 8 days from today, it'll be finished.
Okay, so they're still working on it.
Yes,
But,
so you
but
arrive...
is it livable? We can, like,
Yeah, you
live
totally
there?
sleep in it.
Okay.
But in the front of the building, you see there are dozens of people swarming over it, freshly coating it in new paint. You see that individual that your father had sent over to negotiate the refurbishment. He's like walking around, shouting orders, busy in full swing of upgrading it. But yes, you can definitely sleep there overnight. Some parts are probably completed, some are still ongoing.
How's the
How's the
pocket?
weight?
Go ahead.
Which
Oh,
ones?
I was just gonna ask if the weights were done. Give them a try.
Yes, so everyone just roll a d20 for me. Just
See how
you
work.
get.
Wait, how many hours was the work in the end before we started fighting?
I
Chad
would
got
say,
a 14.
I'll say you get like 6 hours on that day.
Sweet.
What'd you get?
6.
6?
14?
14 for Chad.
14 for pork chop.
15.
All right. So, Pork Chop, when you go inside, you all break up to look and see what the progress has been made. They've already done a fresh coat of paint on your tower, and they've already installed a few flap open, like, shelving kind of spaces for you to like sit on and kind of like survey the interior of your tower at different
Like a dragon.
yes.
Right.
That's as far as they've gotten. They've put dozens of new books in the library, and the basement has been worked on. There's about half of the amount of normal workout equipment that's going to be there eventually, already like kind of shoved into the corner. You'd probably have to unpackage it yourself, but you could get it set up pretty soon.
That could be a workout.
Yeah, it could be a workout in and of itself.
Unpacking things.
And then you see at the far end of the basement this strange sort of tunnel that they knocked down a wall and they were digging out into the dirt that goes back maybe several hundred feet in a long thin tunnel. And you see there's some people rigging up like what looks like string or some kind of pulley system on the top of the tunnel. You're not entirely sure what they're doing, but looks like they're working on something.
Is that like?
That's your pocket
Is that Chad's? Related to Chad's gym, or?
No, you would guess that's related to your request for a pocket dimension archery range.
So they're just gonna like have the door portal to that instead. We'll find out.
You will
Looks
find out.
excited.
Progress on the shrine.
The shrine has not been started yet.
Okay. Darn.
Did they get any of my like alchemist tinkering tools?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
So from a metagame perspective, you guys are in Uthorim. you can do shopping or wandering, whatever you want. But if you're wanting to like kind of kick back and do so at a more leisurely pace, we could go like in chunks of weeks, if you wanted to. Like 1 week you sit around and watch them finish and you go shopping and eat out or, do various tasks, buy things, whatever you want. A lot of your tasks take time, and so that might be worth doing.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Well, isn't there, so like, if Porkchop, and I would probably come with her at least once to see my sister, if like Porkchop wanted to go to the Mage College and do stuff, like, that would be RP, right?
Yeah. I mean, we would do that, but like, it's over the course of a week,
Okay.
versus like, every day, what do you do,
I'm up for that, and then like at the end of week 1, I take Fazal back to Nomiopolis to collect his stuff, and I do have a specific thing I want to do in Uthorum, though.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
We'll go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Bathroom break, everybody.
Bathroom break. I need to
We'll be
get
right
water.
back, Rich. Ciao.
I already took
Okay,
mine,
someone
so
improv a commercial break here.
Do.
Wait, are people actually like, who are these people?
There are people watching, and they're like interacting with us in the chat. It's
Who
really
are
Yeah.
cute. You should read
I've
the
been
chat.
reading it. I haven't been interacting with chat too much, but I don't know how much to keep just looking over. But
We have the break time puppy. Do.
Yeah,
Yeah, we know. Okay. Oh.
greetings, one of Nick's friends.
Well, hello, 42-dimensional go fish.
That's
There
a
we
lot
go.
of dimensions.
It is.
Okay, I'm getting water. I'll be right back.
Oh, everyone's going. I'm staying here.
Yeah, what's up, Chad? How's it going, man?
Broing out. I'm gonna go get my armor.
Yeah, bro,
I'm gonna
up.
go help people.
Bro up.
Work out. That's pretty much my plan for however long we're here.
Yeah, if
So-
you need some help getting that chain mail or getting your
Mhm.
armor upgraded to plate, let me know, man. I can kick you down some stuff to get you upgraded.
Oh, thanks. I think I should be good because I brought all the materials myself, so it shouldn't cost too much. I'm
Yeah,
hoping.
expensive,
But-
but
We will see. I'm still.
it would be
The
nice.
pork chop seems to really want little bro.
No, that's a hard no. I really think that you're a better influence for little bro, and kind of like tap him on the head, like.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, he already stole from the head of the clergy over at the monastery.
Like blatant though, so it was like more
Yeah.
aggressive than mischievous.
Yeah, it was a little bit more. Pork chop's it's a bad influence.
Are you gonna
She
give me
is.
little bro?
No, I'm actually advising against Chad giving a little bro.
He would do great under my tutelage.
No, he wouldn't. He
Yeah,
really wouldn't.
you'd be great.
It was cute the first time, but like the 72nd time, it's not.
He would learn
It's really not.
to make his own decisions and be independent. And
You would be molding his little possibly existent brain to.
consider
Deal.
every scenario independently and
No. It's
objectively.
brainwashing at this stage.
I would teach him to think
His
for himself.
experiences. No, that's what Chad's doing.
No, Chad's telling him to do one thing.
And the one thing is be a bro. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all you need to know. If you're a bro, man, that's how you handle it.
Okay,
You go out there.
Chad is not intelligent enough to teach this thing.
No,
He does not
I think
understand.
it's not.
Whoa! What are you saying about Chad here? You call me dumb?
Being a parent is all about charisma. You know this.
Whoa! Wait a second. How do you know this?
For all the children that you got.
It's about charisma. You got to be charismatic and give them emotional range. To handle things. Yeah, sure, the intelligence helps, but like really, it's the ability
You just
to
wait
adapt.
until he.
You just want to kill everybody and steal everything, and
You
I
just,
don't like it.
you just wait until little bro accidentally kills somebody while Chad's wielding him because his intelligence is too low, and then come talk to me.
Yeah, what 42-dimensional fish says. It's or
Yeah,
goldfish.
they're jealous.
You're just
They're
jealous.
jelly of Chad.
You're
You're just jealous. I get to talk to my weapon.
yeah.
I am really jealous you can talk to your weapon. I want to talk to my weapon.
You can talk to your dagger. It's not. It won't talk back.
It won't
'cause
talk
that's
back.
weird. But, I mean, maybe someone could enchant your dagger to have conversation with you, but that would be expensive and fairly.
Yeah, you could go run around all hunched over with your dagger, going, "My precious." Just scurry off to your little tower.
And eventually you'll
Away
just
from all the
spawn an
other
alter
people.
ego that will talk back.
I like where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Solid plan.
So, it is the end of the day. You guys can sleep in here as they overnight as they finish the progress over the next week. So, for the first week of Durak, what do each of you individually want to do during that week overall? Like a few different activities.
I want to start with one person. And
Kitchen shopping or regular shopping.
I know what Chad's doing.
I know what Galaxy is doing.
Okay, I'll start.
Chad has 3. Oh.
We'll do a round robin. If we're doing shopping, guys, we'll just do the whole shopping as a group, as a chunk, because you'll be doing that whenever. But outside of shopping, individual activities. So, Galaxy, what do you want to do for the next week?
Okay, so I'm not entirely sure who I need to go to for this, but I'm going to start with the tailor that I'm friends with.
Yep.
So I have this Remoraz hide, and I remember from fighting the Remoraz that they were immune to cold.
Yep.
And that they were immune to fire.
Yep.
I would like an article of clothing to be made from the Remoraz hide that could potentially convey some of that immunity or at least resistance to me when I wear it. So I already have the dragon scale mail, so I'm not that interested in the cold resistance, mostly the fire. So maybe a skirt or an undershirt or a cape or something.
Difficult to enchanted dagger to be Alexa.
That could be made of this hide. And so I'd like to take it to the tailor first.
Yeah.
And see if
Make
that's
that-
possible, or if I need to take it to a blacksmith or an
Make an
armorer.
investigation check.
Yeah, okay, for you.
I can do that for you.
16.
Yeah. In talking with the tailor, he quickly determines that that's outside of his area of expertise. You definitely want to go to some of the smiths or artisans of House Yinris, who seem to be more talented with that sort of thing.
Does he have a specific recommendation? Because I'm fine to go off a reference.
Yeah. He references them and tells you to let them know you came, and you are well known within the town now. You and
Oh
your
yeah, I'm a
the knights.
baroness, right?
Yeah, Baroness Galaxia Elsinore and her knights are recognizable and respected within the city for all the help you've given. You all notice as well, as you go about your business, that the refugee camp to the north of the town is kind of gone. You assume that they must have headed out and gone back to Elmenthier. You go to find an artisan, you shop around, eventually you find someone who seems to know what they're talking about. So what exactly do you want from them?
So I'm not
Cold,
particularly
fire, resist,
I'm not particularly picky about exactly what is made out of it. Something that I can wear, made out of this hide. I have 2 pieces, and they're pretty big, so I have a lot of material to work with here. I have my plate armor already, so I don't really need armor, but like an undershirt, or underskirt, or
basically,
or a hood or something that I could make out of this material that could give me some of the benefits of the creature that it once sheathed.
Just roll a nature check.
Oh yeah, I got proficiency. Oh man, but I rolled low. 14.
In talking it over, the individual you're talking with says, I could probably craft some undergarment padding to go with your current suit of armor made from this material. Need all of it and some time to work on it, but I believe it would definitely impart limited resistance to fire as a result.
I'm happy with that. About how much would it be and how long would it take?
He says it'll take him about a week, and given that you're getting the ingredients, it'll probably cost you about 1,200 gold. The result of that will be basically a set of like Under Armour, both like the Under Armour made of this like leather, and it would give you. It's not an attunement item, but it would give you like quarter resistance. So not half damage to fire, but like quarter damage. Or sorry, 3/4 damage. Does that make sense?
So like immunity is no damage.
Yeah.
Resistance is half damage.
damage.
You're saying it would be 3/4, so like in the middle.
Yeah. It'd be
So it would be half resistance.
yeah, that's what I mean. So you take
so a quarter damage. So you take a quarter damage, or you take
3/4 at the full damage.
So you have a quarter
Resistance. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay, yeah,
That's not really a normal thing, but like, yeah, getting full fire resistance from a non-attunement item is pretty OP. So
yeah, I mean that's fine with me.
yeah,
I just
Since it's whereas, if you flip it inside out, does it then go to cold?
sure. I'll say yes. You can
What?
reverse it. You can.
Thanks for the idea, Fizzle.
You can have reversal Under Armour non-attunement item that gives you 75%. You take 75% of the full damage for either fire or cold, depending on which one.
Cool. Great. Well, I will. I guess give them half of the money up front, and then I'll pay half when I collect.
Sure,
in a week.
that is agreeable.
Great. I look forward to it.
All right, well, I'll put that down as an item to make.
Fireproof underwear.
And
ice proof.
Flame resistance, or no, flammable.
Fire and ice resistant.
Flame retardant. Pajamas. That's like a thing, isn't it?
Sure.
It is.
I remember as a kid, like all my pajamas said like flame retardant on the tag, and I thought there was like a real chance, like I had a real fear of like burning
Spontaneous combustion.
in my sleep. I was like, at least my pajamas will protect me. I thought it was like a real, like, you know how you think quicksand is going to be like an issue in your life when you're a kid? That's what I thought. That's
Right.
another thing that I thought would be an issue in my life.
You're just gonna be like out walking around. Oh no, quicksand!
Yeah.
Combustion was a real thing.
Yeah. Or just like, I would just catch up, like my house would catch on fire all the time. I don't know.
All right.
Great. So that's what Galaxia is doing. And then during the time that that's being made, she will escort the Zal to get his stuff, and then also spend a lot of time chatting with her family members and friends that she has been neglecting because she stopped in to fight some monsters and then left.
Yep.
So that's what she will be doing.
All right. Pork chop.
I want to present myself at the Mage College and ask them to teach me for as long as we're here, like, 3 weeks or something?
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
They did offer me a spot.
They did.
17.
Yes. After some discussion, there's they want to put you into the introductory courses to teach you, the basics of like Mage Hand and how to use prestidigitation to clean off dirty objects, things of that nature. And the elves, the professors in charge seem like adamant about that. But your sister, Galaxia's sister, steps in and reminds them of your obviously demonstrated magical prowess as well as your contributions to the city, and they agree to let you surpass some of the really tedious entry-level work. Make an Arcana check for me as you begin to sit in on some different classes and try to learn the more nuanced aspects.
I feel
of
like
spell
Porkchop
making.
has never had a formal education.
14.
14.
She's not used to taking notes and stuff.
Yeah, so for
Yeah.
the first week,
I've never sat at a desk before.
Yeah, never been in class. You have to sit and listen to someone for like an hour.
What is this? It's awful.
yeah, it's not your favorite, but you basically spend the first full week attending classes and learning about like the more formal side of magic, like how where does arcane spellcasting come from? How, like they talk about the weave, the existence of this like subliminal layer of energy that exists everywhere, and like how arcane spellcasters like wizards can tap into that and reshape the weave to their own desires, and like telling you all these things that you already kind of knew and that you were already doing it, but like you didn't understand. And so it's not the most thrilling. It's actually very dry and kind of philosophical. But you come out of that first week feeling a lot more. You have a much better formal understanding of what magic even is and how it works, and that's very useful to you. At the end of that week, they proposition you for what direction you would like to take your education going forward. There's a few different ways. There's certain things like advanced spellcasting, just trying to learn some new spells that are normally not typically taught to the novices, or spell weaving, creating your own spells and trying to create magic that doesn't exist, things of that nature. There's a variety. There's like potion brewing and alchemy. There's a variety of different avenues you could go to learn or create new things.
I mean, if I had to choose just one, I would probably do spell weaving because that's fucking cool.
Yeah, we'll say for the second week you dive into the spell weaving course and begin thinking about your own signature magic spell that does not exist yet. What would Porkchop's magic spell look like? How would you use it?
It would be the pork chop where a pig falls on you.
Just crushed by pig.
I'm gonna delay answering that question for
Yes.
a second. But also, at night after I'm done studying, I go in search of dice games on the street.
All right.
Is there a shady part of town?
There really-
There's gotta be. Every
There-
town has a shady part.
There really isn't. There's definitely like the lesser renowned bars and taverns where you're more likely to run into an elf who'd be like, okay, sure, let's have a game of dice for some money. But like this is a very well structured like capital city, very well maintained. There's basically no homeless and no like orphans at all because they're
like very like socialist.
They'll
They
get booed
take
out.
care of everyone there, so
Yes.
there's
there's very little like
crime,
suffering or
little-
like there's very little social inequity within the city. They're pretty racist and prejudiced against people from outside the city, but interior wise they keep after their own. Anyway, so Christine, just as we go around circle, think about the second week. Think about what kind of spell casting you might want to do. You
I
can,
feel like that might take more than like
yeah, you're welcome to take
wait
longer
till
than
next
this
session.
session
Like,
if you want.
that's
But
a
like,
lot.
there's a lot of things you can do, really basic stuff. Like you can just copy, take aspects of two different spells and just put them together at like the appropriate level. Or you can do, fireball, but like ice damage or something. Or you can just make up anything utilitarian you can think of. And we can discuss, what level and what appropriateness it is. But it has to be, of a level that you can cast, right? You can't do something crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I'll
Wow.
think about it.
Nice.
That's super exciting.
Thazal.
I'm gonna be pretty boring and try to get used to the new sight on the bow, as well as I guess it's kind of hard for me to do because I can only do it 3 times a short rest or a day. My Misty Step ring is once a day, right? Or 3 times a day, rather.
I think so, up to 3 times a day.
Yeah. If possible, so I mainly want to work on the bow, getting used to that and whatnot, as well as I want to see if I can push the boundaries of Misty Step. I want to get really good at using it, like start being able to be like really precise with where I step to, and maybe even trying to step further
Sure.
if at all possible.
Okay, so make 3 attack rolls with your longbow like normal. Just see what you get.
Should I add 1 or not yet?
Yeah, add one. Add the modifier of the new one.
All right, so 20, 29, and 24.
All right. Yeah, you spend several days practicing. On the 6th of Durek, they finish your firing range, and you step into that to take advantage of the new open space. Their interpretation of pocket dimension firing range was equivalent to they made a very long and well lit tunnel that has a pulley system on the top, and at the far end, about 150 feet at the end, are a variety of targets that move and float about for you to take aim at and practice with. When you are done firing off multiple rounds, they all disappear and reappear right in front of you, so you can see the results of your marksmanship. And
Nice.
then, when done, you pull a little lever, and it resets the entire system, allowing you to do that sort of thing.
I'm very impressed with the elves' work on this one. I'd like to give my compliments to the contriver of such a device, of such a room.
Yes, the workers who are still in the basement finishing up Chad's workout room note that and say, yes, it's one of the Inris group. They had the idea to do that. No one's really wanted to do a firing range like that before, but we thought we'd do the best we could. So yes, you get accustomed to it. It does work well for those especially long distance shots. It makes a big help for shooting, whatever your range is, 600 feet or something absurd.
Yeah, big dome like.
Yeah. So then make an Arcana check for your Misty Step tweaks.
Ooh. Oh, sad. Only a 6.
Yes. Despite your intentions, you get very good at going through Misty Step and then immediately being ready to go on the other side. But no, you're unable to push the magic of Porkchop's spellcasting any further than its current state, just because it's just not your strong suit.
All right, I'll keep trying. I only get 3 a day, so I gotta
Try
really
again
put
tomorrow.
some thought into it
Try
and
again next week.
keep going.
You gotta practice with inertia and whatnot. Dive
Yeah.
and then teleport and then roll, things like that.
Like roll and teleport mid roll, pop up somewhere else.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what you're doing. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Chad.
All right, Chad. The first thing he's gonna do is check on the armor, see how much it is to get that upgraded.
Yes, eventually you find your way to a...
Oh, I can take him with me.
Yes, you're both visiting the Yenris artisans.
What?
What?
+1, I'd like to go with Chad.
Okay. Yes, you are eventually led to a elvish grandsmith who you know from their renown. They're very old for an elf, centuries old, and they have a very well-established smithy in the house of the Inris clan. And you present your multiple chunks of adamantite armor and request that it be crafted into plate mail. They look it over and they nod and agree to take the commission. They request a amount of 1,800 gold pieces to fuse together these separate pieces of armor and make a fine set of Hieronius branded adamantite plate.
Nice. I will also hand over the scales that I have, just for the ornate factor.
Yeah.
I hand the Shadow Dragon scales. I have 6 of them.
Yep. So they
And
they incorporated it into the armor. 3 scales on each side. They're pretty large around the clavicle area, leading up to your fluttering red cape where it attaches. Adds some stylistic flair.
And do I have anything else? No, that's pretty much it. So 1,800, or does that add to it?
1,800 to do it, and then the 2 pieces of armor. They use them both up, and then after the week is up, they hand you a full set of adamantite plate armor.
Awesome.
Damn.
So that was the first thing. Let me remove both of these. and adamantium, the plate armor. And then the other thing I'm gonna do, well, I have two others, or I guess we'll see how much time. I will be working out if the place isn't open. My workout area isn't open yet. We'll just do, get some cardio in, do some push-ups and that.
Make 3 athletic checks for me for the week.
Stretch.
Okay. Oh wait, I did
Last time I
these
tried to
recently.
back him and he almost threw us back.
Boom. That should be 3. So 23, 21, 21.
Yeah. You help with the unpacking of the exercise equipment and you dictate the positioning of it all. Next to Thazal's archery and training area, there's a bunch of straw dummies and some weapon racks and tables for tweaking on weapons and whatnot and armor. But next to that, there's a very large workout space with all of the equipment you could ever possibly need. Everything you're familiar with from back in Crystalia to some of the more newfangled elvish exercise trends. Overall, everything you could want, and you get some pretty good workouts in.
Nice. So I have that, and then I'll also spend some time each day talking with Little Bro, answering any questions he has, maybe test him out a bit on some straw dummies, that.
Yeah.
And then with any extra time I have, I spend it, if anyone needs help around the city. I know there were refugees here not too long ago, but, helping people out if where possible.
Make a persuasion check for me to talk with Little Bro and get to know him better.
What do those know?
22.
Yeah, you spend a lot of your downtime chatting with Little Bro, and you have him transform into a weird bone and flesh greatsword and test it out on the dummies. He seems very eager to please. He's happy to be here with you, and he does have a lot of confusion about the state of the world. He asks some confusing, complicated questions that don't really make sense, but you do your best to guide his development and help him understand what it means to be a good bro, clarify some of his confusion about stealing versus helping, as well as good and bad versus boring, things of that nature. But overall, you come out of it with a much greater understanding of Lil Bro and his shortcomings. But he's also much more shaped in your own image as a result of that.
Mm-hmm. And do I find anyone that is in need of assistance?
You go around town. People nod at you respectfully. They recognize you as a knight and your help to the city. There's only one time where you come across an older, not that old, middle-aged elven woman who is struggling with a cart. It looks like her horse had broken its ankle, and you walk up and you assist.
I guess I'll heal the horse.
Yeah, sure. You just tap it on the ankle.
Give it a bro fist.
Heal it right up.
Oh, I also summon Brors.
Yes, Brors.
I forgot about that.
Brors
Brors
joins you. You introduce him to Lil Bro, and they get along quite well.
So cute.
Can they talk to one another?
Yeah, they can talk telepathically. So since you're attuned, you're attuned to Little Bro, so he can talk to you telepathically as well.
Gotcha. And I guess, is there a job I could get, a regular 9 to 5?
Make an investigation check.
Lifting some
I'm gonna
heavy
see
things.
if I'm just curious. I didn't even think about that before. Investigation?
Yeah.
A regular ass job.
I don't know.
Chad is going to work
investigation.
in a maid cafe.
So that's a 16.
Maid cafe.
You
Maid
go down,
cafe.
looking around. Eventually, you do find that there is help wanted on the docks. It appears that some of the shipments from the nearby cities, they need more help with lifting and moving lots of these boxes and crates off of the docks.
Double whammy, get my workout done there. Oh my gosh.
At first, they're hesitant to take on someone of your position and status, but you convince them through your usual means that you are worth employing. You're paid a daily wage of 5 gold. So over the week, you make 35 gold helping out on the docks.
Heck yeah. And do I need to make, will those athletics check from before work, or do I need to make another one?
Keep those from before, yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm hauling. I'm getting like a good workout with cardio. That's great.
All right.
Free gym, or they pay you to go to this gym. I don't even know why people wouldn't do this.
So that's the first week. Yeah.
Well, Chad is downstairs working out, or in the basement working out. I'm also in the in my shooting range. I would like to ask Chad if he'd like to spar, like throw him one of the like wooden swords that I'm sure we have around, and pick one up and see if he'd like to spar.
Sure, bro.
Some friendly workout, right?
Can I turn off my smiting?
Yes, you don't.
Or did that just happen automatically, like that extra d6 damage of just holiness?
It's blasted every time you hit anything.
Don't smite
Get a
this.
wooden sword for 1 HP and just... There we go. Yeah, I'll spar you.
All right.
Just
I'm done.
So let's.
Are we doing this like shirtless with like no items?
Just like just like your regular stuff. Like obviously we're not trying to kill each other, so I don't like wooden sword, 1d4 or whatever.
Chad comes out and like those Spartan like loincloths, just completely like just a wooden sword and a loincloth.
all sweaty from working out.
Yeah, I'll get that workout sweat.
Yeah, I should have expected that. All right, come on, let's go.
So, let's just say it's 3 rounds. Damage is negligible, but like we're just concerned with hits. So, use wooden swords. Just do 3 rounds back and forth. So like normal attacks, but you don't get any extra bonuses from your weapons. You just like your normal hit mod with a short sword or whatever.
That would still be. Wait, no, I don't have my gauntlets on. So
But don't get his shield either.
Ooh, do I get my shield?
No. You get your reaction, but you don't get your shield.
Okay, I'll take the reaction.
And your AC is like nothing, right? Because you're not wearing any armor.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
All right, 29, 13, 19.
29,
my AC?
22, and 27.
Okay, so your armor class is just 10 plus your dex.
So 11 for me.
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure you have to roll a nat 1 to miss me or to not hit.
Like plus your dex modifier?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so 15 is my dex.
Okay. So,
My AC.
so what were the attacks?
29, 13, 19.
Wow.
29, 22, and 27.
Yeah, so Thazal hits Chad every time. Chad,
Mm-hmm.
I guess you missed the 13 one. And then... What do you add for the reaction? What else do you get for the reaction?
My proficiency bonus, which is +5.
So yeah, you can also block the 19 with that. So he only hits you once. And so on it goes. I think after a few minutes, Thazal tends to be getting in, 2 to 3 times as many thwacks to Chad as Chad gets to him. Chad holds back.
Much more tired than Chad at the end of it.
That's true.
Chad's just like, totally unfazed, and I'm kind of like, starting to breathe a little heavy and not able to keep up.
Chad's got that endurance.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, we could make like a con roll or something. I don't know. Your constitution's actually higher than mine, I'm pretty sure.
My con
Mine's
is
a 14.
insane.
Yeah,
Like,
so you're probably fine
My
keeping
con
up with me.
save is insane, but my con mod is only +2.
That's same as me, though.
Yeah. I guess it's because I'm proficient with con.
Well,
that could be.
Yeah, +7.
you all spar and get accustomed to the basement area. It's very pleasant and relaxing, and also fun to just let go and wail on each other a little bit. So that's the end of the first week. All right. Second week, from the 8th, the house is completed on the morning of the 8th. You're each handed a key to the keep, and everything that you originally ordered has been completed and furnished. There is a variety of alchemical tools and reagents up in the tower. The library is stocked with various novels and books around the local area, and all of your individual bedrooms have been tailored to your requests. The shrine has been built and is complete and ready for your enchanting. And the kitchen is well stocked. You have a small staff of, I'll say, 5 people. The head butler and the 4 service crew who are there to prepare meals and keep the estate clean and cared for in your absences.
Damn.
Galaxia's like, oh, finally, the treatment that we deserved.
Wow, Galaxia.
She grew up with that, right? That's like normal to her.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
To have staff in the house. It's like...
Are there cooks, or are we allowed to do the cooking?
There will be food served for you, unless you desire to intervene and cook it yourself, which you're welcome to.
I definitely, as well as trying to teach the cooking staff, like, different, like, spice combinations and, like, what works well with certain dishes and how to complement flavors, like, you know, I'm sure they have some great formal training, but, like, there's a little bit of experience to be had with the seasonings and the techniques.
Yeah, so to pay the staff monthly, let's see. It's about 300 gold a month to keep them paid. So you could pay them, like, you know, up into the future a certain amount if you wanted. You could pay them that's 3,600 gold for a year's payment if you wanted to split it up 4 ways.
We split that 4 ways.
1,200 each for a year.
Porkchop is abhorred by this concept. Like, you pay people to go through your stuff and take away your privacy, and what if they steal from you? Like, no, they can't be in our house.
The thief is paranoid about getting thieved from. Very, very good. Classic.
I will put, Galax is like, Porkchop, if you really, I will put glyphs on all of your important things.
I tell the staff that they are not to enter my room under any circumstances.
They are perfectly fine with that.
I'm glad you have the tower now, because your stanky stuff will be way up there.
Her little hoard, her little nest of all of her stuff she's
collecting. She's gonna have like a pile of shit and she's gonna sleep on it. And you're gonna like go up there, Porkchop, are you?
If you wanna pay individually, that's 900 gold each for all of you. If you wanna, like, someone's out of money, you can do that however you want.
Yeah, I'll do 900 gold.
I am still arguing that we should not have staff.
Oh, you'll get used to it.
I don't want...
Wait, why do we want staff here?
They take care of the house while we're gone.
They keep the bushes trimmed. They, like, whenever you come back after a long day of travel, there'll be fresh food in the kitchen, like, you know, and made beds and everything. They just keep it all running and to keep the estate, you know, from falling into disrepair and getting dusty.
And
you guys don't trim your own bush?
No, and in New Thorum it is customary that you pay someone else to do that.
Okay, gotcha. I guess where I come from it's a little different. I guess, you know, when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Yeah, I mean, it could be good also to have, like, if we get them to trust us, to have, like, people on the inside. Like,
I don't trust them.
The staff of Uthorum. I don't know, I feel like it could be useful. Imaid has been immensely helpful to me, and she's staff.
Yeah.
How much is it a year?
3,600 a year for 5 employees every day. So, like, 900 gold to each of you for 1 full year for full staff.
I'll chip in 900.
Yeah, I'm down for 900 if everybody wants to split their fair share.
What, so Porkchop's paying for it?
No, Porkchop doesn't want to pay for it.
No, I'm saying she's paying the full amount.
Hell no. Fine. Pay the 900, but they can't come into my room. And if one of them so much as steals the
You can
silver
set.
spoon,
You can set alarm.
That you were born with?
I will ask Porkchop if she wants me to, if she has any like specific like chests or doors or anything she wants me to just like put a glyph on that would cause like, not, it wouldn't kill someone, but like a little explosion or something that would scare them off.
Or can you word something to like have it not?
oh great. And that, 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 and that.
So
oh, and
that's what
really
I'll-
important.
So that's
and
what I'll
that
spend
one
the
too?
next week doing. In addition to beginning the process of enchanting and creating the spiritual aspect
Yes.
of my shrine.
So you spend
So I'll do
several
that.
hours every day praying over the shrine in the back of the grand hall, and also expending all the other spell slots to ward all of Porkchop's personal belongings and like bed sheets from being touched in her
Like, do
absence.
you really need your pillow to be warm?
Guys, it's a very important pillow.
My only pillow.
It's my only pillow.
I mean, we can get you another.
No, I like this one.
Okay, it just does it.
Nick, can I add those arrows to my inventory?
Yes, so one of those days, Galaxia, you skip back to Nomiopolis with Thazal to pick up his arrows. You do get the 5 Conjure Volley arrows, I think.
Ooh,
I come with them to go to the black market.
Oh, yes, on
We'll
a Thursday.
schedule it to be a Thursday.
Yes, so you go on a Thursday. So we'll move over to Porkchop now. So one of those days, let's talk about the black market. What are you trying to do there?
Mostly sell a bunch of crap again, including the corrupted gauntlets, and I think one other weirdo item that I had that was kind of evil.
Yeah, you get an offer for 5,000 gold for the gauntlets.
I offer to
oh, wow.
roll them for double or nothing.
Make a persuasion check.
17.
They stand firm at 5,000.
Wondrous item. Wait, aren't those super rare?
No, it's just a classification of magic item.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is 5,000 fair?
For
Cody is 5,000 fair.
I'm not there.
I know, but Cody.
instead of
Yeah, but okay, so I'm just gonna put this up. I'm familiar with magic items and like the D&Ds. I've like D&D campaigns I've played, but they've been way more rare, right?
Yeah.
And the economy here is far different than anything that I have done. And it's not like it's the same as in the book either, so it's not like memorizing the prices in the book will do anything.
magic items are like cars.
Do they feel fair to you? Like, would you rather have the gauntlets or 5,000 gold?
I mean, 5,000 gold, but I feel like it's worth like 7,000 gold. I'm gonna go for 7,000 gold.
Oh my god.
Make another persuasion check with disadvantage.
17.
He shrugs and says, 5,500 final offer.
5,500. Take it.
All right.
You mean take the item and give you the gold?
I would also like to try to find some suckers to buy my just random crap. Like I have a sapphire box, like tapestry.
You
Yeah.
could probably find a mirror.
You can
Or
definitely. So they have a value, right? They all have like listed
Yeah.
values. So generally speaking, you can only get about 50% of their face value. Roll a persuasion check just to sell all of that.
To upsell all of that. 17.
17. I'll say you can get 60% of their cumulative value through haggling and selling all of that.
So an additional 60%?
No.
Like 160%?
So, if it's worth 100 gold pieces, you get 60.
What?
That's just how it works. Getting 100% full value for it, that's how much you would pay to get it yourself. That's how it kind of works.
So I'm not gonna get better prices elsewhere.
No, we really aren't. And it's a black market, so that's already pretty good.
All right, if you say so.
So you can tally up all the random junk that you have, just want to get rid of, and then you get 60% of its total value.
Sweet. Yeah, and then in addition to that, I guess I haven't really thought of the spell that I want to create, but is it like, can I create multiple spells?
Potentially, if you just give it enough time. This once you settle on that concept, you have to like actually execute on it and like spend weeks,
Creating a spell. Does it have to be this?
There's a whole process, right? There's like the ingredients required and the way that you gesture and the words you say and like the idea behind it and the purpose. There's a lot that goes into it. So
I'm learning the concept now, and I can like, in theory, do it again.
Yes, it's certainly something that with time you could do as much as you want. It's just something that takes time.
Fair enough.
All right, so do you have anything that you're going to try and commit to during this second week of spell weaving class, or just thinking about it still?
So one thing that I think would be really cool is like a larger version of the first level catapult spell.
Okay.
Like ideally, I would like to be able to fling like Chad-sized things.
All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just telekinesis. Yeah, the spell telekinesis is literally that.
But isn't the telekinesis like better because like you can move things like more gradually? I'm thinking just like the limitation is that you can only launch things.
Okay, so you just want like a heavier catapult.
I want a heavier catapult.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I think telekinesis is too good. Like it's not a third level, right?
Yeah, it's 5th level.
Yeah.
You can upcast catapult.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
And make it to like very heavy objects? Or how heavy do you
But it's still only like 15 pounds.
Okay. So I would say.
So she wants to do like 300 to 400 pound objects.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still couldn't. You couldn't throw it really far. You could do something where like you could shove a 300-pound object like 10 feet in one direction.
So kind of what I was envisioning was like the limitations being that you need a like long springy object to start with. So the concept being that you use what's already like the elastic energy of an already created object and you just amplify it.
All right, so you have like a Jack in the Box or something. You're
Like
just like
a tree that you like bend down and then like let spring back up or something like this.
Yeah, you could also not so much be a spell, but like also a magic item of sorts that like has both the effect of catapult, but it's amplified through the magic item to be better or something.
Yeah, so this is kind of what I'm thinking about, something in that realm.
Yeah, you talk to your professors about that. It does seem possible. The limitation of catapult is 1 to 5 pounds. You can upcast it, adding 5 pounds for each level higher than that. But you think that you might be able to enhance that ability just by using some kind of spring apparatus. Yeah, it seems possible.
Sweet.
Right.
Working on that.
Okay, keep working on it. Fazal gets his arrows. Anything else?
I doubt there's a way to take the 16 dragon scales and add them to my armor to get like poison resistance or something.
Dragon scales. Let me look at what I've got. What do you already have +1 leathers? Is that right?
Equipment. Modulin, yeah. +1 studded leather.
Yeah. No. So that's already like magically improved. You won't be able to just like add to it.
Okay. Could I magically improve it more? Like a +2?
+2, potentially with the right application of hard work.
Like what kind of right application are we talking about here?
If you want, you could spend your week basically talking to the weavers in the same place where Porkchop is about how to like magically reinforce fabric and see if it would be possible to pay someone to thoroughly invest time and money into enhancing your armor.
Yeah, definitely. I'm all for the magic crafty bits.
Yeah, do a persuasion check to chat your way into this space.
God damn it, 9.
9. Yeah, I mean, you spend most of the week like trying to find someone who will talk to you. They respect you for your services, but it's clear you know nothing of arcane matters, and they don't seem to want to talk to you about it.
Damn.
Chad.
Damn.
I mean, I'm gonna keep talking to little bro. Just chilling with him. I'll go get my workouts. Down at I guess the dock.
Yeah, you make another 35 gold working throughout the week.
I'll just type it out. Boom, boom. So that's 23, 16, 28.
Yeah.
For the workout rolls.
All pretty good that last day. Towards the end of the week, you really get into your stride, and after lifting all day on the docks, going home and doing some more lifting in the basement, it's just your dream come true. You really appreciate that you take some time to yourself to sit back and focus on the gains, and and really kind of in doing so rehabilitate yourself after all those weeks of constant travel and fighting.
Get everything. Make sure to get a nice healthy diet in. Watch that. Oh, I also try working out into my armor. Lifting some stuff, working with little bro in the combat area just to see how it fits, how it feels, all that.
It's expertly made. It does have the symbol of Hyronius on the breastplate. It's very for plate armor, very well jointed and slides well. Per your specifications, they left off the arms to allow for proper breathing and visualization. Yes, no, it's very good overall.
Awesome.
And your bond with little bro grows.
I guess do I have anything else? I have Brors. Make sure little bro and Brors bond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I'm just working out. I'm just having a ball working out.
Yeah. So, after... Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to ask about the rifle, because
So
what happened to it?
When you returned to Nomiapolis and picked up your arrows, he presented to you the results of his work. He had disassembled or reassembled the gun, the carbine, allowing it to be modified to a 6-chamber versus a 3-chamber carbine. He also miniaturized the bullets somewhat, the way that they were. The size of them is now more streamlined, and allows for the denser packing of 6 in a chamber versus 3. So it's a hexachamber carbine now, and other than that, though, the overall function is the same. It does all the other stats the same, but you can go 2 rounds without having to reload.
Nice. That's a bonus action that I get now when using that.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah. Yep. And then he gives you several hundred additional bullets that he managed to manufacture himself.
How many?
How many did you give him?
I gave him 50.
He gives you 200 back.
Perfect. 200 and... Where are my bullets? Oh, did I delete my bullets? Rip. Oh, here they are. 206 bullets is all that I have. Perfect.
Yep. So on the 14th of Durak, you've been relaxing, eating well, going out to eat every now and then at favorite restaurants.
At some point during their Galaxia wants to take everyone to the spa. Like a spa day. Relaxing, get massages and mud baths and all that.
I would say for various food and just general leisure expenses, you all would need to pay around 50 to 75 gold over the course of 2 weeks, just to deal with random odds and ends here and there.
Yeah.
But at the end of 2 weeks, you all are rested, relaxed, conscious of your goals, but feeling much more empowered to return and focus on them after taking this much time to really enrich yourselves. You all reach level 16. And,
Oh, shit.
in doing so, during this time, really begin to understand the extent of your capabilities and power.
Dude, we're like basically OP at this point.
I know.
You've been OP for a while.
Yeah. But like,
You've been
We're-
OP for a while.
Now we've all been OP for a while.
we've only got 4 levels left now.
Oh my god. Wait, no! Slow down!
They're going to be long levels, let me tell you.
Well, 15 has been
Managed
pretty long,
levels.
hasn't it?
Yeah, 15 was like, that was like, I think right after Gatumog, maybe.
Okay, so I guess
Oh,
it wasn't
this
been
is
that
the
long.
ability
It's only been
score
a couple
improvement.
Weeks, like a month.
It was a month. But that was like all the Shelthalis and all this training and time since then.
Yeah, sure. I guess we did do
Yeah.
a lot. We took down a archdevil or a devil, whatever. We
We've
took
kind
down
of
a.
just sprinting through the levels because we just like keep going main quests and like not so much with the side quests.
Yeah. Well, this was fun. I'm glad we got a little bit of downtime and RP time and getting to do cool stuff like inventing spells.
I'm excited about that.
Thazal, every like 4 or 5 nights, you have that same nightmare. Of these-
Exactly the same or like slightly different?
It's different. It's the same shoreline, the same like strange walk along the beach, but the individuals that you find laying there, judging you, pointing at you, vary. Some you recognize, some you don't.
Okay, I'll at some point have a conversation with Chad on, or Galaxia first, maybe, on what. No, Chad first. On how to not feel horrible. Starting to that happening that often is going to start to weigh Thazal down a little bit. To be not happy.
Mhm.
Next episode, Thazal goes to therapy.
Yeah.
With Chad.
With
Therapist Chad. So how have you not been a bro? That's what we need to talk about. How have you strayed from the path of the bro? I was curious, could I take, for the feat, because I know this isn't in there, could I take resilience and intelligence?
Are those 2 different feats?
No. Resilience, you do it in any. So it gives me basically +1 intelligence and proficiency.
Efficiency.
Let me look it up.
Ooh.
Just for my bro, you know?
You're getting
So
smart,
that
bro.
I'm getting those gains
Oh.
up here.
Oh
Getting
yeah,
this
so you would get proficiency in saving throws.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can totally do that. I can add that in and make that a thing you can choose.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think it also increases your intelligence by 1. Not that
Yeah.
that would really make a difference
Right.
for Chad. Actually, maybe. Is a 9? Is that a 0 in this?
No. 8 and 9 is -1. 10 is 0.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, it's always that way. Chad, so.
Yeah, you're gonna feel so bad when little bro just stabs one of us to death. Because it's until the creature reaches 0 hit points. It's not like 1 hit. It's like
Well,
you literally stab
Yeah, it's probably
But-
gonna be some sort of rogue that's
I
right
mean-
behind the target. Chad's just gonna.
Again,
So,
we're
You know,
pretty
I
OP,
think I
so
was
like
thinking
I
about
feel like
this. So metagaming, I can set it up so if I'm gonna kill someone, the closest person could be another enemy.
wait, and don't you can swap places with someone as a reaction.
Can you stab yourself?
Yes.
If
No,
you are
you
the
could.
one.
I don't know if you count as the closest creature.
Oh, but like if Pork Chop was right behind you and it started stabbing Pork Chop, couldn't you like swap places with Pork Chop, or would it
And
then
you
move to the next
Stab
closest?
yourself. No, I would say you could still do this reaction before that effect took place. But yeah.
I mean, I feel like if it attacked any of us, though, we could probably neutralize it before.
And then
Wait a second. What is this? UA wild talent charisma?
Oh no!
I gain psionic abilities. Wait
What?
What?
a second, I may be rethinking my choice here.
There was a whole bunch of psionic Unearthed Arcana stuff that came out recently. I don't know how I feel about that one.
I don't get it.
I'm
Or
doing-
telekinetic.
That's it. I'm doing telekinetic.
What's that? What's that?
It has to make sense.
You learn the Mage Hand Cantrip.
Chad suddenly meditates and opens his third eye, and he's like, "I have seen the light, brother."
And all of a sudden, Chad's like, "Get over here!" and then smack.
Well, I think I was gonna wrap it up for tonight's session.
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
But yeah, I ended on a high note. The 14th of Durac, level 16, hanging out New Thorum in your house.
Yay!
Amazing. On my
Yeah,
dragon.
because I can. This would be perfect because I can psionically boost the ability.
You like give yourself a pep talk.
Yeah, you
Correct.
can use your. I use my brain and my charisma to boost my intelligence.
You use your brain, huh?
Yeah,
Charismatic
Chad
brain,
ended up
smart.
using his brain.
Wow.
Wait, so would you actually would you prefer if we didn't use these?
Yeah, I would say stay away from the one. Like, it has to make sense thematically. It doesn't make sense for Chad to just be like, "Oh, by the way, I'm so charismatic, I'm smart now." Like, it doesn't make sense. If I don't know.
I mean,
I'd
I feel
say-
like maybe if he got hit on the head really hard or something, or like something happened. But
Well, you
Yeah.
figure he has been spending a lot of time around us, and we've been like kind of challenging his way of thinking. So, like, you can make an argument.
Maybe.
to spontaneously unlock psionic abilities through
Not
world
no,
use.
not that, but for the intelligence increase.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I think.
Yeah.
I maxed
And
out
you've
my
been like
wisdom stat,
grappling with
so-
Willowbro,
Yeah.
having to like
You gotta send me some good
Whoa!
Nick.
What?
There's all sorts of ones now with UA. Like you can increase your strength, dex, constitution by 1, and then a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
Dang.
super fun today.
Yeah, good
Mhm.
good downtime session.
Good sesh.
It was
And there's
really
still
good.
6 people on the stream, I think.
There was up to 9 at one point.
I know. Well, there were 10. There were 10. I mean, I guess
Mhm.
3 of those are us. But we had some good chats going today. Those who are watching and lurking, you can say hi too. I see a couple
Thanks for
people that have been watching every
Yeah.
time. I don't know
So-
who you are, but thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, thanks for tuning in if you're watching now, and thanks for playing, guys.
Yeah. Should we stop the stream?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop the stream now. Good night, everybody.
Bye, Twitch.